Welcome, my friends, back to Marvel Snap. It is a beautiful Monday morning. Can't think of any better way than hanging out with you guys, grinding out the games on the ladder, and trying to build something new as we go as well. We opened our very first Series 5 card out of a cache, and it is Shanna She-Devil, so we might be trying to build something with her later on. I also have a lot of uses of Bast and Valk that I've kind of crafted up that I would love to be able to test. We're going to see where this stream ends up taking us. I think I go with the Squirrel Girl. We don't have a great hand. Not a great opening hand, to be sure. Zuka, how's it going? Urko, good to see you as well. Great to see everyone on the stream. Plunder Castle, hey? This deck does not do well with Plunder Castle. Maybe we could still have a chance. Shanna plus Kazar seems all too natural. It does, but wasn't the old Shanna decks, with a mini lab? I thought the old Shanna decks were always using, I guess I just get to play one Mysterio? They were all using Zabu, right? To be able to get that extra efficiency. More Merlin, how's it going? Luke Davis, good to see you as well. Red, awesome. Everybody jumping in. Ooh. Green Goblin, okay. If I could get Valk, but I will not. I think this is like already a retreat. What a way to start the week of Snap. Razmataz, good to see you. Yeah, I think we just bounce right now. We're not going to be able to do anything meaningful for a little bit there, and then didn't have any answer for Plunder Castle. ACG, how's it going? Zabu probably still good in the Kazar deck since you can play so many 1-drops alongside the discounted 4-drops. Yeah, you'd be pushing for Kazar, She-Devil, and then do you push for Strong Guy as well to kind of mill yourself out? You go like Strong Guy, Hell Cow, Zabu? Is that the line? It could be. Urko, you're doing Ravenclaw proud. Good to hear it, good to hear it. Still waiting for the time slots to align with the wife on being able to continue our series. I have been loving Hogwarts Legacy as well. Man, it's a great game. Actually lives up to the hype for once. Peace, let's go. It's a great time to be in Kansas City. It's always been easy to be a Chiefs fan. Ooh, okay, we hit our matchup. We were teched for this. Sauron Shuri. Hogwarts got rave reviews. I know, like, Hogwarts Legacy is, out of all the games that'll try and hype themselves up, they usually go too far, but Hogwarts Legacy is delivering. They must have had an incredible budget behind the scenes at the studio to have, like, faith in pushing it as far as they did for as long as they did. Zuka, you're loving the series with the wife ninja? Yep, we're gonna be trying to bring her back. Okay, they got Ebony Maw. 0 Ebony Maw. So did they still just zero it out? Odd choice. I think I play Blue Marvel out here. I mean, if we don't draw a Valk, we're feeling a little sad. Also, because they had the Sauron, they were able to negate the buff from Red Skull, which is what we have Iron Man to be able to absorb, and then double. Well, let's see where we go with this. Oh, we hit the Valk. Okay, they full passed, so they're just biding their time. Lying in wait. This is where they go She-Hulk plus Taskmaster, right? What's our answer? I don't love it. It's something like this? I feel like I might get beaten here. Man, Shuri is so annoying. Playing their 1-cost She-Hulk always at the final turn. They didn't even find the Shuri, so maybe it's not going to be that impactful. But they can play like Shuri, or they can play She-Hulk over here. And then just pass on the Sunspot to be able to beat me. So is it like this? I don't know. You're the furthest thing from a Chiefs fan, but congrats. Man, it feels good. Alright. They do have Shuri. They go into the She-Hulk. Alright, we got it. We got it. Victory. So is the problem with Shuri herself, or is it She-Hulk? I feel like it could be the She-Hulk is really the problematic bit. Best deck you've seen in a while. It's fun. It's fun. You like Legacy, except for the inventory space. Gear slots fill up too quickly. Keep having to make trips to sell the gear. I know, Naveen. It's so annoying. It's like, yep, you cannot collect anything out of this chest. But how do I make money? I need so much money for all of my crafting items. But if you complete the Merlin puzzles, you expand your inventory space. So anytime you see that little leafy circle, hop down and then wander around to figure out what spell you're supposed to cast randomly into the ether. Do I go Squirrel Girl? Or do I wait? I can get double Kazar, double Blue Marvel, and then just choke the board with random junk. Yeah, so I'd probably just wait. How do I think Shuri should be nerfed? Man, I don't know. Making Shuri... Well, here's the problem. If you make Shuri like 0 power herself, then she gets even better in negative. There's so many things. The She-Hulk is amazing. Shuri herself doubling an effect is really good. Sunspot has been good for a while. So Shuri is holding a lot of very powerful cards that have been powerful on their own, and now they're all connecting. Give me Kazar. Actually, what are we doing? We could play Mystique, be able to pick up on this Blue Marvel, and then probably the Iceman. Yeah, flip them up. I feel like She-Hulk should probably come down in power, so I think the nerf to Shuri is going to be touching on a number of her outlier cards. Like if She-Hulk was a 9 strength, I don't think anybody would be too upset even. So I can go Squirrel Girl, Ant-Man. It'll double my Ant-Man. The alternative is we just fill the board with this, right? Yeah, because the squirrels will bounce out and then the extra one will slot in the middle. What are they gonna play? Who knows? Anything they want. Anything they please. Oh no, it's like a... If I go Kazar, do I even have the board space? Maybe it'd be something like this. Buff up the 1 cost even more. Not that I have that many of them. Blip, blip, blip. And then the Ant-Man in the middle for good measure. This one's weird. ACG. Really need to be more active in the Discord. It's a great community over in the Discord. Everybody's jamming out to the new stuff. You believe they will nerf Shuri indirectly by releasing more tech cards like Valk and Shadow King? Yeah, that is part of it too, right? Is that we get the so close. We get the Shadow King that's going to be coming in. That's going to be good against her. Though like Valk and Shang-Chi are better right now. Man, the Enchantress clipping our wings. We would have won if we were getting the extra. Yeah, we would have won. Oof. Big oof. You think an Arrow nerf next? Arrow's already been nerfed though. They're going to take more off of Oreo? Honestly, this deck made you look forward to maybe pulling Dazzler and heck, maybe even Strongman. Something good can happen here. Something Strongman. Strong guy? What are we talking about, Simon? Are you talking about an unreleased card? The Dazzler, like this deck has no problem filling up the board, and then the Dazzler does work in conjunction with Valkyrie. And she's cheap enough, you could slot her in. Probably instead of the Khazar, maybe instead of the Mystique. That's good stuff. Okay. We go Limbo. We'll set up Angela. Decker, good to see you. In case no one knew, the 1612 Goblin Rebellion in the game is based off of the other real historical rebellion. It's based in the game. Why is it? I mean, where did you figure this out? It's based on J.K. Rowling writing that there were Goblin Wars in the past. Sad day in Philly. J Deuce, what a game though. What a game. Dazzler and Strong Guy can fit in one deck with a lot of trash. Mysterio and Squirrel Girl fills up the board. Yeah, it's true. You don't have to run Ultron to be able to access Dazzler. You can just run the Mysterio Squirrel Girl and then some other cheap cards. You'll be able to push it up. Steve Murray, good to see you. Deciding on picking up Valk now or saving up for Kang. Ooh, and Slytherin for the win. Man, I have no idea what to expect from Kang. I hope he's great. But it's very hard to tell right now what he's going to be able to do. I want the Iron Man here, and then I want the Mystique here, and then I want the Blue Marvel over here, and I feel pretty good about this.
I am.
Max Jones, love you too. Hey, people have been drawing the Jewish comparison to the goblins forever, but I mean that's also like, just because they're bankers doesn't mean that they you have to believe they're Jewish. Okay, we play this. This actually feels really good for us. Because we get the Iron Man effect on all the Nidavellir buffs. And then the Ant-Man Demon, we can go Blue Marvel, Mysterio, be able to score the Ant-Man, distribute the buffs to be able to hopefully surprise them on mid, though the Morbius could absolutely pop off. You rooting for Kang and Quantumania? Oh, ACG, but I love Ant-Man.
Iron Man.
Ant-Man and his family is like one of my favorite parts of Marvel right now. Let's see. I'll drop the Blue Marvel. I'll play the Mysterio. Yeah, it seems pretty good here. Yeah, Kang and Quantumania, very hyped for Quantumania. That's probably going to be one of the Marvel movies that we go out for. Why not Cerebro 3 just for variety? We're definitely going to build a Cerebro 3 list. Definitely going to build a Cerebro 3 list. I think that between Valk and Bast, you have some really cool stuff. And then you could even bring in Luke Cage. Test around. Also, I feel like there's something to just running an efficient deck with Luke Cage, so that then the Valk is not nerfing your own cards, but nerfing the opposing cards. Will I build a Destroy deck? We might. I've been trying to work in a Death Destroyer deck. APOC. Ooh. Oh, let's go. Guys, this card is crazy. This card has legs. We beat them by one. We beat them by one. And that's with Iron Man Mystique. Best way to make money in Legacy is poaching. Go fill up on the Puffskins. Sell them for 120 each. Rinse and repeat. Yep. All the little cute Puffskins. It's so cute though. How could you bear to just pull them out of their natural habitat? The game has to like bend over backwards to make you feel okay about doing it. You're sending them to a nicer home. What's my favorite MCU movie besides the Avengers movies? I am a Doctor Strange 1. First Doctor Strange movie is my favorite. So I do want to just copy demons over and over to the cloning vats. I think I do that in without setting up Angela. Does Luke actually negate Valkyrie because she sets cards to 3, not reduce their power? I believe he does. I guess I could be wrong on that. We'll do some testing. She does say set. But if she sets a card to 3, which is lower than its base power, I think Luke is like coded to prevent the cards from getting red numbers. Okay, then I go like Ant-Man, Angela, Demon. Oh, but then I only have Morag Y plus Ball Under Castle. We're so locked out. If I do this, then I don't really have another turn. But if I pass, I don't get myself in a better position. Never tried it yourself? Well, for science, we'll test it out. And this is the same guy. He gets his revenge now. Honestly, he should snap. He's seen our deck. We don't have good tools here. Just lost a rank to Arrow. Arrow is still really good. Arrow is still hanging around, being quite annoying. Yeah, we lose. Okay. We'll keep the 4 cubes. Well, we'll keep the 3 cubes off of him. That's what we want to see. Belle fails against an ongoing. Luke is ongoing, so you expect her to set the power, and Luke reapplies his effect after the on reveal. Right. Yeah, so I think Valk would set, and then Luke would fix it. Or I don't know if you would even see the dip. Okay, we will Iceman or Bast? I feel like the Bast is pretty nice hitting both of these guys. I'll take it. Need to find a deck you care about. You've stalled in the high 70s because your motivation to climb has died. Yeah, Miyamoto. It's, gotta find something that you love to grind out the full climb to infinite. Because it is a grind. Always. Yeah, you just do the dailies until you find something that you want to really put the time into. It's a good way of looking at it. We probably should have moved the Ant-Man to the side, so we could fit in Squirrel Girl without locking off that location. We'll see. I don't mind filling up locations entirely with this deck as much as with other decks because Blue Marvel, Kazar is able to get buffs there, and then you can kind of surprise the opponent that suddenly that location still bumps up. They play just like the minimum to beat you, and then you pass them. Fury's Lab, this is terrible. Yeah, it's like really bad for us. I guess I'll just play... Well, we can have Valk level it out. If the opponent plays in there, Val can just say, hey, all that doubling? No, they're all 3s. They're all just 3s. You go Hawk. Aww. Hawk with Clintar? Are you kidding me? I think we lose this one too. I think we're done. One thing you really liked recently is having Jane Foster in the Valk deck. You pull Wasp, Yellow Jacket with her, play them to Jane's location, whatever you need, and then Valk sets it. That's pretty fun. It is a spicy twist. So hang on. If I Valk Squirrel Girl, do we have a prayer? Like, what are they? Hawk plus Dino? And you've just played on 4 and on 5? Valk will not be able to tone down the dinosaur very much. She will bump up the Bast, bump up the Iceman, bump up the Ant-Man. I don't know. They probably just play what? Like, Chavez to Glintar? Rock Slide. Okay, I don't mind. And then a rock. Hold on. We take these. Oh, but margin of victory is not enough. So close. So close. The problem with you getting to infinite is you're missing all the main strong cards. Yeah, Merlin Magic, when you are like early Series 3, it's the hardest climb ever. Even my free-to-play account missed infinite on one season when we were at the very beginning of Series 3. Like, it's so tough. Rich, good to see you, man. Hope you're having a great opening to your week. Okay, I want to hold Hood. We'll go Iceman. You also grind a bit to gain ranks, then you keep trying to make Hawk work, and then you drop a lot. Yeah, if you're like stuck on a list that isn't really climbing, it can really drain you. Is money important in Hogwarts Legacy? Yes. You'll find it later, Urko. So like upgrades to the Room of Requirement are really expensive. Being able to get the tech for Room of Requirement can really take it out of you, because you're going to start getting like quests. Professors want you to do all of these sub things to be able to learn new spells, and then it requires like growing new plants and then brewing new potions and possessing all of these things, and then that's just expensive to be able to maintain. What do I like? I like giving you Hood, but I can also just set Hood up with my Valk. Do we have a winning hand here? I don't know. Maybe. It's like Hood here. We'll see how this goes. You got 6 hours into Hogwarts and you love it so much. There we go. Everybody's on the Hogwarts Legacy train. I think the climb is wide open now, unlike last season where you really needed the top of the line cards. Well, Shuri will certainly help you. She will pave the road. But yeah, I think it's wide open. So we're looking to be able to get Valk to win Baxter Building. And then we're just trying to put pressure elsewhere. So we have the Khazar here. We'll probably go Ant-Man Demon on Lamentis. And then finish with the Valk on Baxter Building. I mean, that ended up being quite... ended up being quite good for a Lamentis line. Well, I'll go Ant-Man and wait, right? Because we combo Valk and Demon together. They play it early. You played it too early, my buddy. Oh, go on Big Panther. There's a different version of the Shuri list. How about you don't gain any benefit from this Panther? Do I snap, or does that scare him away? It's so hard for me to bring myself to snap at Lamentis, but... like, we're clearly winning. The question is, are we winning so clearly that he's going to back off? Or is he happy with his 16-point Panther that he's going to copy with Taskmaster here? He's probably not going to Zola because he specifically played it here rather than mid. If he had Zola, he obviously would have played mid. He has Taskmaster. Taskmaster is only going to be a 3 power after Valk is done with him. We'll see if we can take any extra cubes. The Freddy Babes deck is outstanding. Your best climb is with the KMB Sarah list. Ooh, yes. Sarah is returning with a vengeance. She's great. There we go. Knock him down. Set him up. Oh, was your Taskmaster a little bit shorter than you thought he was going to be? Yes. This is exactly what we wanted. I can't believe they let that ride. Like, victory. Shuri players are becoming the next leader players. You play a 16-point card, no armor, no Cosmo. What are you doing? The opponent snaps onto the final turn, and you're just sitting here like you're gonna play Taskmaster? I don't know. It seems like that was a no-brainer retreat to me. What you never expected with Legacy was how good the combat was gonna be. Literally had low expectations, but having fun chaining spells. Yes, like it's like fencing with your spells. They actually pulled it off. Would Forge boost all of Mysterio's illusions or just Mysterio? Cap and Zack, it would buff all of them. Any effect to Mysterio in hand applies to everybody. So Bast sets the illusions to 3, which is crazy. The main guy goes down 1 and then the illusions go up 3. Forge would bring them all up 2. Nakia would bring them all up. Yeah, it's good stuff. Why are we getting so much Plunder Castle? This was not the featured location. Not the featured location. Yeah, Miyamoto, you've been climbing with the Sauron. Oh, you have Sauron, Miyamoto? I'm jealous. I am very jealous. Would love to have Sauron myself. I considered Bishop for this deck because of the use with Mysterio. Yes. It was either Mysterio, or it was either Bishop or Angela. And I just ended up going Angela for, I don't know, almost no reason. I just like the... Bishop would be a little bit more expensive. You don't really have something that you do on turn. Ooh, another Shuri? Guys, we're hitting everything that we wanted. This is going better than when I was recording last night. We snap. They don't have Sunspot. So if they pass to try and play into Shuri, I feel pretty good. If they play now, we will have initiative to be able to knock them down. Oh, never mind, never mind. They caught us. They caught us. Dang it. 14-point arrow, and I don't think I can do anything about it. I can Mystique to be able to bump up with the blue marvel, but that only takes us up +4. I can... If they go Taskmaster, I don't think I can muster 14 points over here. Every time you look for a Valk deck, there is Bast. It's just a consistency thing. If cards are going to be good with Valk, they're going to be good with Bast as well. Man. If only I'd been able to play Hood earlier and get the Demon out. They can do something like this, but it's still going to be shorter than the 14 points. Is it? It's going to get all the buffs. Hang on, hang on. I'll be at 12, and then I'll add 6. Ooh. Victory. Okay, so this would have been the play, right? Because all of our 1 costs get the buff from the Blue Marvel and the Khazar. Meaning that I would have been at 18. I would have beaten them by 1 if they played Taskmaster. And if they played anything else, I still would have won. Okay, okay. Angela, you think is the better choice? Honestly, Bishop seems also really good. Start with 3 power with the Bast and then synergy with the Mysterio. Maybe we can work them both in, though kind of the thing that I want to work in is armor. I don't know. Is armor necessary? Killmonger is not that prevalent, but when Killmonger hits you, it feels very bad. So that's kind of what I'm torn between trying to work in. You could drop probably Iceman for the armor. Maybe you'd even... Would you drop Angela? You might drop Angela. Like, Angela and Bishop are just going to be efficiency pieces. They're not going to be mainstays with the list. All right, we get Central Park. I hit Bast. Well, if you hit Bast, you play Bast. I don't know if we will play Mysterio, though. Was thinking of a Sarah Miracle style deck with a bunch of Mysterio boosting cards like that. Bast, Forge, Nikia, Okoye, and Nova. It would be pretty fun, Zach. So yeah, I would go for it. It does lock you into, like, your play pattern is all around 1 card, which is not great, but they would all work. Bast is a must if it's a Cerebro deck. Otherwise, it's not that important. Yeah, I think you can get away without it. It's like it's a nice to have. You could play another efficiency 1 cost, right? And get a similar effect. Do I play Iceman here? I guess so. Just Iceman and pass. Just recently picked up Valk, still missing Bast though. Yeah, you could probably just play Valk without the Bast in the list. Just played a match where the locations were Death's Domain and Sanctum Sanctorum. Oof. Weird card that you love with Valk and Bast is Wasp. How would we fit in Wasp? Is there a way that we could fit Wasp into this list? I would love it if we could. What would it be though? Like we start running less 1-drops. Do you cut Khazar and then cut you can cut Khazar and some of the 1-drops and then you run Wasp, Yellow Jacket, Jane. Makes you less susceptible to Killmonger. And it just means that you can play more cards at the very end that then Valk is gonna lock into whatever. Maybe there's something there. Just watch the deck highlight for this, and the deck seems fun. Passed on the Bast, but now you have Shuri in the shop just waiting. Honestly, Connor, go for Shuri. Shuri is so good right now. Bast is good for the neg decks. Yeah, she's amazing for the negative decks. What is Bast's ability? If you type exclamation point Bast, oh, already got it in the chat. Pulled your first Series 5 card. Yo, Jeremy, you got Shadow King. So I actually think that Shadow King is quite good as a tech card right now. Just got Bast. Can I explain how to use her? Yeah, VJ. If you want to use Bast, you want to play cards like Mystique, like Iron Man, cards that are going to be able to have good value off of their ability only, and then Bast is going to bring up their raw power. So playing Bast with Hood is crazy. You turn the Hood from a 1-2 into a 1-3. It's a beautiful thing. Now we not Valk. We play the Mystique. The Mystique is going to be able to copy the blue Marvel. Then I play my Mysterio. That's going to be the best that we get. We buff the Angela. This location is going to be lost, right? Because we're adding 6 to 13 and then 4 to 17. Yeah, so we're still lost here. But we're going up. We're going up. They could just play Taskmaster. I'm not going to snap. It's close. Spend the majority of your early gold on the large and medium potion stations, and then the T-shaped potion stand. Exactly. That'll drain you. If you're running Jane, might as well run Thor. Yes, we would run Thor as well, I think. Would Valk be a card in Patriot? Why would Valk... I don't know if Valk is giving you enough benefit in Patriot. Ooh, look at this. We beat him up. 18, 18, 15. This deck is gas. Guys, this deck is gas. Scuba, good to see you. Happy Monday to you as well. You have the Galactus in the token shop locked for a while now. Don't know if you should leave him there or not. Merlin Magic, I mean, Galactus is still very good. He has one of the highest win rates in the game. He's just gotten to the point that people will retreat quickly, so you have to be sneaky about how you get cubes out of it. But Galactus is still a banger. And if you think that you're going to like playing that deck around him, go for it. It's stupid how Red Skull is countered. Is a counter to the Cerebro decks? Yes, Simon. It's like, oh, you're stronger now? And that's actually bad for me? It is crazy. Love this list. You got Valka a couple of weeks ago. Had no idea how to use them. Well, Onray, I hope that the deck gives you many cubes and you climb up to infinite. We'll go Hood here. Saved all caches from last season and pulled Bast, She-Hulk, Shuri, Shadow King, pretty much back to back. Oh, that's insane, Jeremy. And those are great pulls. Oh my gosh. You got the Bast, the She-Hulk, and the Shuri and Shadow King all together. That's so good. Altar of Death. Where were you when I played the Hood? You were hiding. What do we do? There has to be something cheeky that we can do here, right? I will play my demon and wait. I want... Okay, they go Shuri and Shuri dies. Well, good thing we do have Valk. But I can only play Valk to Superflow. Now, I play Iron Man. The thing is that I could play Valk to Altar of Death to bump up the Hood, but like that doesn't feel good. We'll see how this goes. Onray, I opened Shanna off stream. I was just cracking open some caches and then we popped open the Shanna. Oh, they did it. They gave it to us.
Iron Man.
Rich, you saw a hilarious video of Snapster versus Regis. Snapster was running his Cerebro 3s. Regis running Agatha. Snapster Valked the Agatha lane. Regis Shadow King the same lane. Oh, and they both just clashed together. That's amazing. A lot of people you're facing really liking the Miles Morales basketball variant that you got. Always emote when they play it. It's a great variant, man. It's a looker. Okay, so we drop the Mystique. Can I afford to play the Mystique or do I have to go Valk now? I mean, they have Prio. They have priority, so I think that I just play the Mystique. And then I like play the Mysterio here. And we see what happens. They go Zola? No. They wait? Okay.
I am Iron Man.
They still have Prio. This Mysterio should die. Gives me the extra energies. There she is. It's not enough though. I would have to Kazar plus the squirrel to be able to be net neutral. No, I'd be positive. No, yeah, neutral. Wait, the squirrel would be a 2. Yeah, I would win. This would give me the win on Altar of Death. But if they just like Zola here, we're toast. Why did they wait? They're gonna get the She-Hulk? I don't know, I feel like I have to go Valk. Sacrifice Bast on the altar for good luck. It's a good idea. Valk on altar for the win, but what if they drop the She-Hulk here, right? They just play She-Hulk over here because she's cheap enough now to be able to fit. Sunspot continues to buff himself. That passes me at Big House. I have to be able to match at Superflow. I don't think that I have the luxury of going Valk on right. Ooh. Alright, it worked out in the end. Oh, man. Yeah, we should have played squirrels first. The squirrel girl could have been 2 larger. Well, then 4 larger because of the Iron Man buff. We got kind of lucky there. Do I know the drop rates for collector loot boxes? You just saved 5. All you got was credits. You were hoping for a new card? Yes. Your odds are 22% of a Series 3 card. They are like 0.2%. What is the exact odds? They have it in the main Discord. Basically, it's 22% for a new card. It's 1 in 40 for a Series 4, and it's 1 in 400 for a Series 5. They're not good odds. The odds will never be in your favor. The Bast on the altar, it worked. Thank you, thank you. It's because of the Bast. We definitely play the Bast here. Now, all of my 1 costs are going to have to play to Mini Lab at the end here. Oh, you're going to take away the Ant-Man? That was his only reason for existing. And you're just going to take it away like that, you big meanie? I'll play Hood. Am I going to play a Tempo Mystique? We're at the stage of Tempo Mystique. Never have I thought I would see the day. Hood buffs the Angela, gives me the Demon. I go Wong. Is this Mr. Negative, but it did not find negative? I feel like that's what I'm looking at here. What do you have next? Is it gonna be like Ironheart? Black Panther. Okay, okay. So then they Zola, right? But I have initiative. It's over. Yeah, we like Demon. Demon is still better than the Squirrel Girl. Though, if I did Squirrel Girl, I could play her first, then play the Valk, buff that Squirrel. This would actually be better because in like overall power, it would just be that I have less at the Mini Lab. Their Zola is gonna be, well, do they still beat us? They still beat us, right, if they get the Wong first and then the Panther? Yeah. So I'm not going to snap. It's a 50-50. If it pulls Panther first and he only doubles into a 6, and then Wong layers on top, we win. If they go Wong first and then he goes 6-12, they'll beat us. If they Taskmaster, we win. But I believe they have the Zola. They set it up like they had the Zola. There we go. We got the read. What deck could I suggest for Shadow King? I would not build a deck around Shadow King. Yes! The 50-50 came up in our favor. I think that Shadow King is just like you use the Shadow King in place of whatever other control card instead of Enchantress or instead of the Shang-Chi or instead of the Valkyrie.
Victory.
The Shadow King looks pretty fun. Especially in the meta where people are moving back to Black Panther. Shadow King as a reset on the final turn looks really good. Maybe you run Zabu if you're running a couple other control cards in there. Maybe you run Daredevil to be able to catch plays out early. Daredevil is just always a good pairing with control. I think I go Hood here. Looking at Valkyrie to be able to lock up Baxter Building for our win and then distribute the power. Ooh, Sanctum Sanctorum. So that's a Squirrel Girl. I'll play Ant-Man. Yeah. Ant-Man is a good capstone here. Morbius. Ooh, that's bad for us. The ongoing effect will destroy us. Because we will buff him and then he will continue to gain his additions. But we got the poker into Sanctum Sanctorum. I don't think Iceman matters anymore. And board space is at a premium. So I play you, then I play like Iron Man. And then I look for... Alright. Sandman gonna slow us down. Iron Man me. Man, if I could top deck Blue Marvel, that would be the dream. Play Blue Marvel to Elysium and then finish with the Valkyrie at Baxter Building.
I am Iron Man.
And they go Sword Master. Odin goes. Maybe the Morbius will not be large enough. We hit Mystique. But it doesn't matter. Okay, we'll see here. We'll see here. Heart of the cards. Heart of the cards. The Magneto doesn't have anything. So you're saying there's a chance. I do not want to snap because as soon as they play, what do they play? They play MODOK and I lose, right? Because MODOK would discard 4 cards from hand. That would buff the Morbius up to the point where even Valk resetting the other cards and I'm getting the buff from the Ant-Man. I'm only getting the +3, right? They're going to be gaining plus 10. So I need something that doesn't really discard anything off of Morbius. I need them to get sucked into believing that they just play like Giganto. Don't play the MODOK. Don't do it. Ooh, oh, they went to the mid. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, we got it. Last season's Infinite Reward is in the mail. Fantastic. That's the golden claw marks, right, Urko? Guys, this deck is fun. This deck is fun. Okay, so we said that we were going to try and iterate. The stream title promised that we were going to test the new decks. Okay. So, we're cutting some of the 1s. We're running some of the 0s. I cut Squirrel Girl, probably. Give me Wasp. Give me Yellow Jacket. I cut Iceman? Or am I cutting Angela? Symbol cries in not getting Infinite last season because of bad meta. Pay to win meta. Pay to win meta denied us. We want Jane Foster and Thor. I think Iceman goes, right? Does Mystique go in this situation? Or does Blue Marvel die? I don't know. If you remove one of these, you probably remove the Mystique as well. Pop, pop. Where's my Thor? Mjolnir, to me. And then Jane. Oh, the things that you can do. Okay, so what's our final tech? Bishop? We could run the bishop. Then we start filling out the 3-cost portion of the list, but it seems like it makes sense, right? Because Jane is going to be pulling Mjolnir, Wasp, and Yellow Jacket, all for like a burst of tempo. Here's our She-Devil. Bring, bring. We could play her if we were going to run the Blue Marvel still, but we've decided gone away from that. Storm? Storm would give us lockdown. I don't know if Storm is what we are looking for because we don't have the Blue Marvel distributing the buffs anymore. Low cost ongoing. Do any of those exist? Like Mojo? Mojo would mesh with what we've got going on. It could be Mojo instead of Bishop. It would be cheaper. We'll try this first, but then I think the Mojo is next on the list. And then after this, I'd like to build Cerebro 3s. Quick question for last game. I think it doesn't matter if it is MODOK. They move first, right? No, it does. They move first, and then they buff the Morbius. And then the Morbius gets set to a base power of 3, but then he gains his buffs up to 13. Silver Surfer doesn't affect the Valk cards. Silver Surfer would. I mean, it depends on the order of the buffs. It all depends on the order of the buffs. So, like, if Valk went first, she sets them to 3, then Silver Surfer would be able to buff them. If Silver Surfer buffed them and then the Valk set them to 3, the Silver Surfer buff would not be added on top of the 3. It's the difference between an ongoing effect of gaining power and a on-reveal effect of gaining power. It was fantastic for us that they lost the Galactus. We'll go Bishop. What was the bonus we got for Infinite this month? You barely made it there. We get a reskin of the Claw card back in gold. It's pretty nice. Yeah, Jane Foster down. Sad. So they've killed our Hood. We've lost our Foster. But we're holding our Wasp. I don't know. Jane Foster wasn't going to help us too much anyways. We'll go Ant-Man here. I guess I play Wasp. I mean, she got buffed. Maybe it's more like Ant-Man over here in case we pick up Valk. And then Wasp over here. Play Iron Man on the Icebox. Okay. Drop that Iron Man. Love Valk tried a deck similar to this. Maybe it was just doing something wrong, but it was hard to find the work. Yeah, Scorpion, so we have a pretty competent list that we've now deviated from. Ooh, we hit. This is the dream. So obviously you snap here. And they retreat. I don't know, you could have waited to bait them for an extra cube, but... I mean, what are they doing? They should have just retreated anyway. They're gonna wait. They lost the Galactus. They didn't have a win con. Merlin, you hate it when you leech their hand and then they top deck exactly what they need. I know. When I play the leech and then they still get the exact card that I wanted to be leeched, it makes me so mad. You top deck the answer. Because then you're confident and maybe you've snapped and they just play into you. They take you for all your cubes. So unfortunate. Professor X for winning a lane that's not Valkyrie. But how does he win that lane? I guess I go Yellow Jacket before any... Well, I could just wait. Like, what is helping Professor X win a lane with this list over anything else? We can go Angela. Gato, how's it going? Hope you're having a great Monday. Black Widow. Okay, so Widow's Bite could get buffed as well. We have all these zeros. That hurts. Angela losing 2 spaces. That's 4 points lost. So they're going probably the have some crap, junked up kind of archetype. They've got the hood, they're waiting to find the Valk. Playing Black Widow as well. They probably play Debris here. Yeah, if they're going to play Debris, we should probably actually fill this Angela location so that they don't have a chance to fit a rock in there. And then lock it down. You just beat Arrow's She-Hulk Deathwave deck? Yes! Make them pay. Okay, so they went Raptor. Only. We kind of had the read. We should have played Mysterio over there. This is terrible for us. We can Bass, but then we're picking up rocks. We get the Iron Man up to 3 at least. Yeah, the Deathwave. Deathwave is back, man. Deathwave is a good list. They played Daredevil over here on the right. I don't know about this. I have way more practice with my other list, so that's maybe partially why I think that it feels better, but I want to see the Thor pull all the value into hand and then get the combo with the Valk. Three-power Iron Man is pretty nice. I go Titania.
I am Iron Man.
Okay, but then I get the Titania. They will be able to recall her later. Spider... Oh. So, we're done.
Escaped.
Arrow nerf incoming? I don't think so, Jeremy. I feel like she's already been nerfed. At 5'7", I think she's going to stick around. She had been up to 5'8". 5'8" was certainly too much, but the 5'7", I don't know. Would you just nerf her another point? Her control effect is very good. But I think she's okay where she is. We have the Foster. We have Wasp in deck. We've still never drawn our Thor. Not once. Not once have we done this. I'll go Ant-Man Hood. This is like a Valk lane setup. I like the other list more. This one seems to have less synergy. Yeah, I am kind of liking the other list more as well. The Ant-Man gets turned off because of the Isle of Silence. Demon. They've got the Zabu. Okay. Okay. I see how it is. Don't want me to get a chance to actually see. I want to try the list until we hit the fantasy. The fantasy is that Jane Foster pulls Wasp or Yellow Jacket and Mjolnir, and then you play them in conjunction with Valkyrie for a huge swing on the final turn. And that itself is actually quite good. But are we going to get there? I don't know. I wonder if you see the Arrow is pulling cards in order instead of being random. That way opponents can play around Arrow. You know? And then I get Agatha? You're going to do me like this? You're going to give me Agatha Harkness. Watch. Here comes Iron Man to Isle of Silence. The brilliancy of the AI. Having Arrow pull cards in order would make sense. No, she plays herself, not even to a winning possibility. Any Valkyrie deck to recommend if you don't have Bast? I would recommend playing just without the Bast and another one cost of choice. I think that you could make that work okay. The Bast is certainly an assistance in terms of consistency for the list, but I don't think you have to have her. Hey, Nitro Player 48, thank you for the follow. Hopefully no nerf to arrow, but wave should not allow the reduction effect with the death, and the deck loses the good last turn value. I've always been a little bit frustrated on how wave interacts with death myself. I don't know if they're ever going to change it. Nitro player is going pretty well. Hope you're having a great Monday. Shadowland. Ooh. What a Valk lane. Is it? Well, I would be buffing their ninja, but I would be toning down their sunspot. Just because the ninja's on both sides. It's reciprocal. Any benefit to playing arrow into a jug? Mako, it does the... If arrow moves something, then that card is not considered played to that location, so jug will not be able to kick it. I have run a Kingpin control list that has both arrow and jug and Cerebro so that you can combo them together on the same turn, but the situations where it actually works out like the way that you want it to is pretty slim. Pretty infrequent.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
Just got out of testing for another card game. Now to play some Snap. What else are you playing, Nitro player? What's high on your list? I just saw an advertisement for Phobies on my phone. And I definitely had some people recommending that I play that. Shadow, so they got the Cosmo on us. We won't be able to Valk then. Which is fine, we can just surrender the Shadowlands. So I could play the Mysterio for some points here. Okay, what are we gonna draw? We get the 0-point illusion. They go Shuri. They can then Shuri to the protected lane. I can Iron Man. Hope to be able to draw something good. You play quite a few TCGs, like Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon, Cardfight Vanguard, stepping into the waters of the Shadowverse recently. I've heard good things about Shadowverse. Isn't Shadowverse one of the ones that's been around forever? I don't know. It's terrible, right? They just drop their 1-cost She-Hulk and then they copy it with the Taskmaster. Yeah. And they rearrange however they want as well. Okay. Shuri got us again. Well, Nitro player, if you have Shuri, that's the surefire ticket in this meta. Play Shuri, people probably retreat. Shadowverse has been around for a while. Played it off and on, but trying to solidify yourself in the game for once. Well, there you go. I wish you the best. I definitely had some friends who played Shadowverse, but I never got into it. I played more Legends of Runeterra and Gwent as my alternate card games. And now I'm looking forward to the Warhammer. Oh. We hit it again, guys. We have the Bast. So Bast is going to be -5 on Jane Foster, +5 on the Hood, +3 on the Wasp. Is it worth it? We're already holding Wasp. So how valuable is the Jane Foster? Like, she's not that good. Maybe I do Bast. 5/3 Jane Foster. Joys. Nova Roma draws a card. Yeah, let's nerf all the good cards and make it to where it's a 1-deck meta. And we drew our other 0, so I feel vindicated that I went ahead and discarded the Jane Foster effectively by turning her down into a 3. So, yeah, I mean, balancing the card game and the meta is a complicated thing, right? The Zabu and the Surfer were certainly overperforming, but then when they come down, you're just left in guessing territory as to what is going to take their place. Now my Angela dies. I guess I play like you and you. So I could wait on the Yellow Jacket a little longer and play Hood here. I have the Valkyrie. So we can play Yellow Jacket, Wasp, Valk all together. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty low on this version of the list. I think this is not it. Merlin Magic, hope you have a great rest of your day. Real quick question, can I pull it, Miss... BJ, real quick question. Can I explain how Mysterio works? Yeah, so Mysterio is unique in that he counts as card plays. You play the real Mysterio to one location, and then you play the illusions to the other 2 locations, and they count as played cards. So they will trigger Angela, they will trigger Bishop. Also, anything that modifies the strength of Mysterio in hand is going to also modify his illusions. And then his illusions are counted as having no ability for the sake of Patriot. Very good card. Like a really, really good card. You do something like this, and then like this. Shamshir tuning in mid-game, spotted. I played when there was a unknown location. At Shang-Chi. I think that Shang-Chi is redundant with Valkyrie. They did a pass, eh? Mysterio plays himself and his clones. Yep. You have Mysterio variant, but it doesn't show when played, only visible in your hand. Same with Bucky when he's destroyed. Yes, Jeremy. So Jeremy, the cards that spawn tokens only use the base art. So like Morph will only show his art for a brief period, Hulkbuster only shows his art for a brief period, and then the Mysterio, a number of these cards will only show their variant art for the for a brief period until they revert. But they have initiative. Is this like a fake out deck? Dogpog, this is a Valkyrie deck that we have a better version of the Valkyrie deck that we were playing at the beginning of the stream. We wanted to test out some other things, and it's not going well. Yeah. That's it. So, we could Ant-Man to be able to pass them up here, and then I could Valkyrie here to be able to pass them here, and then we just rely on our overall pressure. This flips to the real Mysterio. I think we have a chance. They said they're fixing Mysterio in the next patch. And by fixing, what do you mean? Let's go! Rainbow Road sound effect, so satisfying. What's that? All your cards are 3, but you have buffed mine to 5? Alright. I think we never hit the high value Jane Foster, but I already think that we're gonna send the deck off like that. The variant to show up properly? Okay, good. I hope that is the case. Let's try Cerebro, right? So if we want to run Cerebro 3s, we might still run Wasp. And then we're looking at Zero, Blade, Luke Cage. I need my Mystique. I need my Cerebro. These are the big guys. Do we run Iron Man? We need our 2/3s. Sentry's a pretty good one. Out of the 2 costs, we definitely take Sentinel. I think we take Scarlet Witch as a location fixer. We could run the Baron Mordo as an excuse to run the Baron Mordo. Iron Man is good in C3s. Yeah, I think we'll keep Iron Man, especially because we have the Mystique. Your bet is that they will make tokens, something that you get different with the legendary skins in the collector shop later. Smart move monetization wise. Yeah, I hope that they separate the card collection and the ultimate variants, because otherwise the shop is going to get more and more bloated with the ultimate variants, and you're not going to be able to see the cards that you want to spend tokens on. What do we like? Is it like Spider-Man? Is it Magic? I guess it's Magic. We want the consistency, but then we're heavy on 5s. I mean, you don't find all of them. We could drop Wasp. If we drop Wasp, we gain access to another just a 3 without having to be fixed. I don't know, maybe this helps. Juggernaut just for some disruption. We could run the Juggernaut. And play like this. Blue Marvel or Professor X. If we go into... Well, Blue Marvel is not the best. Because he's going to buff everything else up to 4 and not get buffed himself. And I don't flood the board enough to justify Blue Marvel. But Professor X is he's a contender. I would probably play him instead of the Iron Man. Let's try this. You don't understand the idea of an ultimate variant? It's just like cool art for you to spend money on, right? Limbo, so we get a free magic, or we can turn it off with the Scarlet Witch if we're happy with what we have. Onslaught Citadel is amazing. I'll go Luke Cage over here. So if we can actually attach Cerebro to Onslaught Citadel, I mean, we're gold. They go Cable. They steal something from us. We will play Sentinel and wait. That'll give the Sentinel back to hand. Next turn, we'll have 4 energy. We could play the Scarlet Witch to Limbo. Like, I don't know if we need... Alright, the Luke Cage was not super important to us. They're probably worried that we're playing Hazmat or something, so they're rushing for it. I could play Scarlet Witch and then play Magic later to turn it back, which is... crazy. It's stupid. But I think I do this. The Raft. That's not the best for us. We go White Queen, giving them Iron Man or Valkyrie or Magic. Hang on. What happened here? Oh, my Sentinel just went gold. Amazing. Okay, so we'll play Sentinel. We'll play Pure Foil Sentinel. We'll play Zero, and then we will play Blade. We could play these guys together over here. That way I get the Raft. It's Odin. I don't know if that's going to matter. They could be playing Hazmat. You like Rhino in this list? It ruins better than the RNG in your opinion, but it's more expensive, Zachary. Yeah, this is the best Sentinel skin. Okay, they had the Jug. They stole that Jug from us. They kick us to the side. They Sentinel themselves. I mean, we just go Iron Man, Odin for the win, right? Do they have a way to beat this? Iron Man is taking the 9 up to 36, and then Odin is able to pass them up as well. You saved Scarlet for turn 6 to end it early. Yeah,
I am.
We could have been sneakier about it, but we still got there, I think, until they play Enchantress. Devil Dino. Ooh, and then the Ultron drop. It's fancy, but it's not good enough. I like it. Cerebro 3 victory, and we didn't find the Cerebro. Gotta be able to adapt. Sentinel, Luke Cage, Blade, Zero. I think I just play Zero straight into Blade. Because I don't really want the card discarded, I just want these as efficient ways to get 3 power bodies to the board. Vibranium Mines, they're not 3s, so I don't want them. We do this. They go Armor? Okay. Hala is completely free. Asgard is nice to get the extra card draw to actually be able to find our Cerebro. So let's put a little bit more pressure here. Now, would we play yet another card here? I think we would. Like, we would play yet another Sentinel. They're going 0 Ebony Maw. Yep. It's Shuri. Surely it's Shuri. So I could jug for the draw? I think I want to jug for the draw, right? You love Adam in this deck too, but maybe you're too greedy. It would be greedy, Zachary, but it would also be nice. Being able to tag Adam with the Bast, right? And then get the extra card draw. Is Barrow back? Oh yes, Kyle. Barrow is back. Barrow is very good. Alright, we kick him. Then go Shuri. I say gives me my cards. Cerebro didn't go anywhere. Yeah, she kind of disappeared last season. Kinda. I have not found Cerebro or Valkyrie. Are you guys seeing this? The 2 core cards, they're waiting until the very end, so I have the magic. Oh, man. Ah. Sure, big red skull. I'll have to fix that later. Now we will get our whole deck in hand. Is that sufficient? It had dang well better be. Cerebro. I mean, we have the witch. Yeah, the Bast. The Bast to the Iron Man would be brilliant. Like, if we could afford to play Bast here, it would be so nice, right? We could try it, but I want Valk. Red Skull will screw me up. Ah, Red Skull will screw me up. I think it's like Cerebro Mystique now. I don't know. The Red Skull throwing off the Cerebro is incredibly frustrating. And there she is. So I can Valk, but then this lane is just like sitting, right? They just play something big here to win. So what did we need to do? We needed to play like Bast and then Iron Man. And that would let me play Valk plus something else to Limbo. Like if we had played Iron Man on mid. So close. But yeah, the answer would have been playing... Well, we still had to win Hala. But we would have won Hala because of the Red Skull. We needed, instead of setting up the Cerebro Mystique, to set up Iron Man on mid, I think. Cerebro loses to this deck without Sauron. You hadn't seen this interaction? It's really annoying, right? It's so annoying, because receiving the buff from the Red Skull is normally a benefit, but the Cerebro is busted. He dies. He rolls over and he dies. A painful, writhing death. Xandar, also bad for us. So let's change that, I suppose. It feels bad because I should have seen the interaction with the Red Skull coming, and then it could have changed things around. We are where we are. Titan is fine. Shadowland is fine. I guess I'll develop Luke Cage. They're playing Quinjet, so they're playing most likely Thanos with the Soul Stone. That is going to try and debuff our cards. They're probably playing, well, Cable. There's been a resurgence of Devil Dinosaur decks. Did I miss something? Did some big content creator create a video about this? That's always what I wonder. I jug just for stance on the board. For token chop, do I recommend Magic, Zero, Jug, or Cage? Ooh, I probably recommend Zero the most, Zach. Zero is fitting into the best decks right now. Hard to go wrong with him. He just combos with so many efficient plays. What's the use of Zero? Zero will be able to turn off negative ongoing abilities for cards that have really beneficial stat lines, but then are balanced by the negative ongoing abilities. So Red Skull. Red Skull at 515 is 5 more points than you expect to get for 5 energy, but then he's buffing the opposing cards by 2. And if you turn that off with the Zero, you're really happy. You have all the support for those decks, but not the core cards. Yeah, it can be tough finding all the pieces that you really need. Okay. We're holding the Valk, but Valk doesn't hit Devil Dinosaur. What I need is my Cerebro, again, at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this is just going to be how things are today. We can play the Bast to be able to hit the Mystique, and then I guess the hope is that I get the Cerebro, and then the Mystique Cerebro is able to hit the board on the final turn. Do I want to Valk to set their queen down 3? Maybe. The alternative would be that I play like Sentinel Blade, but then I'm probably just discarding either the card that I buffed or my key control card. So I could just play Sentinel. No, I guess I Valk. Oh man. Uriah, thank you for the subscription. Zero is S tier, yeah. Zero is great. I need Adam. That's what it feels like, but I'm not getting Bast early either to be able to set up Adam for any card draw. So if I had Adam, I don't think it's really helping me. And I didn't draw Cerebro. And I didn't draw Iron Man. We got nothing. What about adding Shang-Chi to the list? I'm kind of counting Valkyrie as better than the Shang-Chi for this list specifically, because not only should I be able to lower their most powerful cards, but I should be able to bring up potentially my Iron Man, my Cerebro, my Mystique into a point where they're then receiving the buffs from the Cerebro. Okay, finally. We have a game where we have Cerebro in hand. This is amazing. We've never seen this. Don't waste the moment. Get wrecked. Thank you for the follow. Drop Luke Cage. The deck needs Shang-Chi. Why does it need Shang-Chi? I'm not going to tech Shang-Chi just to fight Devil Dinosaur decks. Devil Dinosaur decks are not that great. Why am I using Zero in this deck? Because he is a 3 power card. And 3 power cards are all that I care about. We established Cerebro. And we have the Valkyrie. It's perfect. We've hit. This is it, chat. Cerebro deck with Cerebro in hand. Poggers. They go, Zabu Psylocke. Are you the Negative Panther? Negative Panther is pretty scary to me. We'll go Mystique here. Sarah. It's Zabu Psylocke Sarah. They have only established energy cheats up to this moment. So we do not want to Magic to give them more time with said cards. Look at this. The value. The value. Bast, you're too late. You have nothing for me. I Jug. I Scarlet Witch. It's looking like we set up right with a couple threes, and then we play the Valk at the end to be able to bump up the Cerebro and Mystique together just to be more stat efficient. That looks like our only play. So scared of Enchantress here? Yeah, we should be. Or Rogue. I think Rogue is more likely than the Enchantress, but they have the Zabu, so it could be any kind of control, right? There are way better cards for 3 power, like Cosmo, Shang-Chi, Spider-Man as well. But then you don't have enough bodies on the board to get buffed by the Cerebro. Okay, we kick them all to the side. And then I Valk. And then I well, hang on. Hawkeye? Hawkeye would be fun. He has a cute 3 power card. I could try and get the Hawkeye in. If I go 0 on mid, he becomes a 7. That does pass the Zabu. If I go 0 on right, we just stack up the most power possible here with another 7. I think I play mid. That way they have to contribute something there. Magic and then Scarlet Witch, my friend. Have you not seen that they have Sarah and Zabu? The more I play with their energy cheats, the more doomed that I am. Oh, the Surfer. He buffs them up. I say no to all of your buffs. Oh, margin of victory. Wait, is it? I'm down by 2. No. Oh, man. It's so close. 14 to 26 versus 12-21. Oof. Big oof. Cerebro feels so complicated. He is. What kind of decks have been made so far, Looping Moon? So we did the deck that I highlighted in my video last night, which has had the best performance. Then we played a Thor, Wasp, Yellow Jacket, Jane Foster deck that didn't go anywhere. And now we're on the Cerebros. So that's been the story of our day. Hawkeye can't be played on the final turn to any benefit though, right? Yes. Hawkeye would be a brick on the final turn. And he would telegraph your next play. So there's certainly downsides to the Hawkeye. I think this is pretty good for us, but the Wolverine says it could be Galactus, which would be terrible. Cerebro 3 might just have a pacing issue in general. I kind of agree. Camartage, does that help me? Camartage with Sentinel is interesting, right? And then what's more important, Mystique copying Iron Man or copying Cerebro? It's a fun question to think about. I think it might actually be on the Iron Man with the energy savings that we are receiving. If I play like Sentinel. And then I play Jug to make it harder for them to catch up at the Mojo World. Yeah, it's got to get on that infinite card back. It looks so good. I love the gold. Levy Danson, thank you for the subscription. Thank you. Okay, they're actually just destruction. Let's go with Iron Man's to the Mojo World. Sure. Cerebro says the highest power +2. So it's like you got to have everything the same power or get its full use. Yes, exactly, Sigmund.
Iron Man.
You build a deck that is then flat, all the same power to get as many targets for the buff as possible, and then you're looking to find as much utility out of those cards that are locked to that power level. Dude, if we could find the Valkyrie, where is she? I'm happy with all of the locations, so I don't think I need Scarlet Witch to change anything. So that's why we're zeroing her out here. And then we play like Sentinel. Maybe this seems really good. It could be Galactus. It looks great, but you really like the infinity border on your cards, so you use the gold hourglass. It looks better with the infinite than the gold claw. Yeah, everybody's got their own taste, right? Hey, babes. Good afternoon. We are live. Yep. About halfway through the stream. No, of course I won't. We were up too late filming that Valkyrie deck.
Enough said, bub.
We certainly were. We're consolidating on the Venom. Wish Bucky would have gone to Camartage. Yeah. Final turn and I don't draw anything good. Got the Bast instead of my Valk or my Blade. Well, I mean anything. Anything that would have been a 3 would have been better. I got Bast. We have one 5-power card to play. Can we hang with them if we do this? It could be a Zola play. If it is a Zola play, we would lose. Because the 13-power Venom would kick over to Camartage, that would pass us. No, they would win there, they would lose here, and they would lose at Mojo World. We would win. We would win if it was Zola right here. If it's Taskmaster... If they Taskmaster... I think I still win. If they get... How many destructions? 4 destructions. So death is on the table, but it's not great. Of course, I do play Bast just to be able to pick up the margin, having more cards at Mojo World. I think this is all we got. What do they have? What do they have? I'm very curious. They do play Death. Sabretooth. Killmonger. Oh. Yeah. Sentinel Right would have been the better play. Sentinel Right to be able to pick up on the doubling from the Mystique would have won. Well, it would have gone to margin of victory, but then we would have won because of the Mojo Worlds. Something interesting you haven't thought about, but Bast helps so much with Mystique and the Cerebro. Yep. If we can get it. It's a high roll, because really the only good targets, well, so Bast is looking at being able to bring Luke Cage up to speed. I guess I don't play anything. But Bast can bring Luke Cage up, Cerebro, Mystique, or Iron Man up to the point where they go crazy. There's the Iron Man, so this is good enough, I say. We play Bast, we buff the Luke Cage, we buff the Iron Man. And we hope that we draw Cerebro. The constant prayer of the Cerebro player. I will go Luke Cage. Save some board space. Certainly playing the Iron Man is going to be fantastic. Do I want to play the Magic to cancel anything or give me more time? Maybe I do. Okay, we'll let it ride like this. What about grabbing Wasp just to give Bast more of a buff? I thought about it. What would we drop? Here's the Cerebro. We hit. That's like a snap, right? Cerebro, Iron Man, Valk? What stops this? Cosmo? That's true. Cosmo stops it. And a free endgame 7. And they go double Typhoid Mary. I'm not worried. Why are you guys talking about Blade? I don't want to play Blade. I'll discard my cards. I don't want to discard my cards. I like them just the way they are. So if I Iron Man, then I have time to Valk 0 at the very end. Oh, Cut Blade. Cut Blade for Wasp? Yeah. Like, Blade is just a 3-power. And he's cheap. You play him at the end to be able to get the extra buff. So basically, if we weren't holding 0, and if Blade had not been hit by the Icebox, then I would happily play Valk and Blade as my final turn here. We go Taskmaster. Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Buff, buff,
I
buff.
am Iron Man.
Let's go. Ooh. I got the Mystique, which could send us to the moon. Which is better? Chat? I can play Mystique to be able to copy the Iron Man and have even more. And then I can play 0 plus Blade. That's like really good, right? The alternative is that I play the Valkyrie, which is then cutting their cards down as opposed to doubling my power. And we play Valk 0. Wow. I don't know. They're both very good. Val can hedge the best that she goes mid. I would love her to go mid, but if she goes left, that's fine as well. They go first, so she'll be able to reset whatever big card they play right here. I feel like, I mean, we put Valk in the deck. We're gonna take the Valk. 8 cubes, 8 cubes. They go Red Skull to destroy my Cerebro. Why? It doesn't matter. Thank goodness it doesn't matter. Ooh, unanimous victory?
Victory.
They tried to get the Red Skull to screw us over, but it didn't work. I think either play would have been a game winner. I think either one would have done it. Given that they went with the Red Skull. If they'd gone Red Skull and we had put the Mystique on mid, I'll take the 8 cubes. Red Skull is super popular, I know. Yeah, it's interesting to think about. Mystique probably would have been better, but if they played She-Hulk and some other combo, look at this, Cerebro Mystique in hand. It's incredible. Nexus. So we only have to win one location. And they've already played their Soul Stone. I'll play Luke Cage, shaking his fist at the Soul Stone. Who would have thought? Street level defender, capable of standing up to an Infinity Stone. But it's true. So we just are like guaranteed to win here, right? There's no way that we lose? What's the way that we lose as I stack Cerebro, Mystique, Valk, and anything else? The only thing would be like an early leech. Early leech would be very annoying, but I think that's actually it. Then I could play 0. No, we'll wait. We're locked in. It's just the Nexus. It's Nexus or bust. Reality Stone to turn off the Nexus? That's fair. They could Reality Stone to turn off the Nexus. Maybe we want to play some actual cards to the other locations. Oh. Alright, now we have to rebuild. Now we have to rebuild. I play Magic? If I play Magic, it gives me time to set up Iron Man and then like 0 Scarlet Witch Valk kind of combo. Right? Or it's gonna be, yeah, I play 0 and then I go into Blade Valk as the finish. 0 canceling the Blade. Or 0 canceling the Scarlet Witch because that would technically be more durable to Killmonger, not that they're gonna run Killmonger when they have a 10 power Sunspot. Now they arrow. Are they arrow? Are you kidding me?
I am Iron Man.
Ah! So we still do it. The Scarlet Witch is getting zeroed out. Valk will reset these to 3, and then it's still buffed to 7. So I'll have 14 power here. Whatever they play, I should be able to beat. Yeah, I'm getting enough buffs from the combo Cerebro Mystique to be able to win Nexus, and then because it's getting doubled at Limbo, I still win. Blue Marvel armor. Blue Marvel adds an extra 3. Hold on. And then we knock him down. We're down by 1. Valkon Right is better? No, Valkon Right is not better because then they would have all of the power from the Nexus distributed. I had to tone down the power that they had at the Nexus. It's close. It's close to battling through all of that control. They had the answer at every single dang turn. Arrow, Blue Marvel, and the early... Wait, what's this? Blue Cage? And the early Magneto. I feel like we made the best of a terrible situation. I guess I play Bast for 1 point. Sure. She can get set up to 3 by the Valkyrie later. Yeah, Thanos is a good list. Thanos is a very good list. Yep, I play nothing. Well, everybody who is saying that I should trade Blade for Wasp is eating their cake. Would have looked way better. Oh, now I discard it. Then they lose. Okay, the fact that they lost Enchantress there is actually quite nice. Do I care about Machine World? I probably don't mind either way. Like, me giving them these cards, I don't think helps them nearly as much as they help me with the synergy that we have built into the list. I think I will Scarlet Witch off to the side. But yeah, them losing the Enchantress is so big. Then they go Zabu. Blade has left the party. Yeah, Urko. You didn't want to hang around all my 5s. I guess I'm going to play Magic here so that I have a chance to actually play some cards. That would be nice. You know, if I could play anything. Stark Tower is going to ruin my energy curve. So then I have to Magic that. Those who bought Thanos are having their day. Indeed, they are and are. Double location fixing. We have the tech. Hey. Why would they retreat? I don't get it. Yes, we have a brilliant Valkyrie deck. I want to build Valkyrie negative next. And I think we've about seen everything that Cerebro 3 can do for us. I think that Valkyrie negative could be really good. Because negative already wants to run stuff that is great to be hit by Bast, so why not have it also be able to get hit by Valkyrie? There's a lot of synergies. Sure, the inverted Valkyrie will set herself down to 3, but having her come out as a 3 cost seems very fun. This is another Thanos list, most likely. Oh, I guess we've had a fair split of Quinjets that ended up being connected to Devil Dinosaurs and Collectors. Wakanda, not bad. Okay. I throw Jug out for mostly no reason. We have Iron Man, Mystique, and Valkyrie. So are we going to be able to hit... We're not going to be able to hit all of them because I want to play Magic to cancel Mindscape. That locks up my turn 5. Then my turn 6... Yeah, we're not going to be able to get it down. Unless we get an energy cheat. But turn 6 would be like Iron Man, turn 7 is Valkyrie. Ooh, hang on. If I... Scarlet Witch, yeah? It frees up where we play Magic, but I think we are still playing Magic. Taking down the super-powered Red Skulls with Valk is fun. I know, Mike. Oh, baby. If you want to see some crazy Valk combos, check out the video that I released early this morning. They got Dream Dimension instead. So now I cannot play. Scarlet Witch, you stabbed me. It hurts. It hurts. Okay. I think I'm done with this list. Adam sounds like a big man in the negative deck. Yes, Adam sounds like a big man in the negative deck. Flipping up Dream Dimension, so it's impossible for me to play any of my 3/5s on curve. Church of Rhino has his cake, and they eat it too. So, there's Cerebro 3s. I don't know. Maybe you can still optimize the list, but I don't know how much better you're really going to get it to perform. Okay, so this is the bones. And then if we bring in negative, I definitely want to see Mr. Warlock. Get his day to shine. And then we want our Psylocke. So now we have our energy cheats. We could play Zabu as well. Like, would we run? I guess it depends on what other 4s we want to bring. Mr. Negative. What else? Can you see the Barrow deck? I don't know if I have a Barrow deck. What am I running? Well, my Barrow deck... There you go. Didn't I have Self-Destruction? Dark Madness, Discard, Jawbreaker, Mid-Range Control. I don't have it built right now. Yeah, I like the Atom. Keeping Cerebro? I don't think I run Cerebro here. Jubilee would be fun. But it's definitely like Zola, right? What do we want to be the payoff of Mr. Negative? People are running Black Panther Zola. That does not synergize great with Valk. Oh, I have Cerebro. Oh, I cut Mystique instead of the Cerebro. That's what I meant. I wanted you in here. I mean, we can play like the classic. I mean, Rogue for some control is always good. You can play Ironheart, and then you can play Wong. Right? And then at this point, you might as well play Zabu instead of Psylocke. Because really, the only cards that you're looking to be able to jump the energy curve for are 4s. We'll get the kitty in here. Greetings from Montreal. The international chat has signed on. Fantastic. Yeah, we still want the Mystique to be able to grab Iron Man or the Wong. Zola's not really doing anything for us. I mean, Zola would be able to hit the Iron Man, but... Would it be Wolfsbane? Wolfsbane would be fun. We could also go... So much of the normal Mr. Negative play is like on reveal buffs, but I want ongoing stuff. Yeah, Wolfsbane pops off with Wong and Negative, but if I'm looking specifically for Valkyrie Negative, I'm playing it a little bit differently than a lot of the current negative lists play. So I think it's actually like cut you, and then we play Ronin or Devil Dino or Blue Marvel. The Wongers for the Ironheart. But here's the thing, is that my Valkyrie would reset those buffs on my own cards. I don't think that's what I want. We want the... If I'm going to use Valk, which was kind of the starting point of the experiment, then I want stuff like this. And then I bring in Black Widow. And yeah, we could... What would it be? It's like, congratulations, you've built a worse version of Mr. Negative, right? You have pieces of Mr. Negative that are very good, but if you don't draw the exact combo, what are you gonna do? Thanos seems really bad. You do play a ton of cards, normally. What if it's... So what else is a payout? Is it Ronin? It could be Leech. I ran Leech in my negative for a while. It could be Blue Marvel. That's just like you slot in Blue Marvel, right? Maybe Blue Marvel is better. Okay. We'll refine after we play a game, but I don't know. All the suggestions for Wong, Ironheart, Shuri, Black Panther, they're probably a better version of the list, but I don't think they mesh with what Valk wants to do. If I Bast here, I only buff Black Widow, but I might as well play it. Ronin is better, but is Ronin better than Blue Marvel? Did they add the infinite card backs from last season yet? I believe that they just announced that they're in the mail. Sikarnus. White Tiger. But then the Spirit Tiger could also get reset. The White Tiger herself would be good. Yeah, ongoing effects is more what we want. Then I draw the Adam Warlock. Of course, now I draw the Adam Warlock. I will go Black Widow. Try and block your draw. Not sure, depending on how the board is, of course. Yeah. I feel like I should be able to get a lot of cards to the board, but we'll see exactly how many. Oh, Lamentis. So now Negative is dead. Thankfully, we didn't draw him. So now, Adam Warlock is well, he can receive the Valkyrie buff later on. We're going nowhere fast, chat. I will Rogue? No. I will Warlock. I might as well blank Warlock rather than blank Rogue. Just pulled Shuri from the Collector's Reserve. Time to research the decks. Brent, play 5 minutes on ladder, and you'll be able to see some of the best Shuri decks. She is very good at the moment. You've got a great pull. Just run like Super Scroll. You've been having so much fun with that card. Should I? I have him. I got him recently. Now I play blank Rogue. I go Lockjaw. Okay. Thanos is hurting as well, is what he's telling us. So I can Iron Man into Valk into nothing. It feels so bad. Super Scroll is good. Who would we want to replace for Super Scroll?
I am Iron Man.
Super Scroll would be fun. We could cut Rogue? You know, Valk is more a fixer as a tech card to build around.
Escaped.
Oh, she's more of a fixer versus a tech card. So you would say run Valk and run the normal negative list with like all of the on-reveal abilities? We could do that. And then she just reset something that the opponent has. I felt like Valk would have a lot of synergy. I could be just like your normal play decisions could dictate how you let things play, because obviously picking Mr. Negative up to a 3, picking Iron Man up to a 3 is so good. I'll go Black Widow here. If it's not too much to ask, I would love to see a game or two with Shanna later. Seems really fun. Nobody expects Valk in negative. It's true, nobody would expect the Valk in the negative. I will play Zabu. I don't think we're going to be able to get any draw. I did Lamentis the Black Widow, but I couldn't produce any points myself. I produced none points myself. Okay, here we go. This is it. We hit. Iron Man up to 3. Mystique up to 3. Mr. Negative inverting the deck. There goes Shuri. I have the answers. This is what we built the deck for, chat. This exact moment. They get the draw. They can play whatever they want. I get Rogue. You don't interest me. I will double my stats at Nidavellir. It's going to be hard for them to be able to keep up with Iron Man Nidavellir, regardless of how big they stack their cards. I can play Blue Marvel on mid and not worry about Cosmo. They arrow. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I am Iron Man.
But does he know? Yep. Does he know about second Iron Man?
Opponent snapped.
Is it enough? We're getting the doubling effect. We're then resetting their arrow down to 3, which will get +5, which will be 8. I will be at 9, doubled. Yeah. So I beat them at Atlantis, I beat them at Nidavellir, but then I have to be able to weather whatever they play here, which is going to be like a Taskmaster or a Zola. I don't know. Valk does fix. Valk does fix. They win Zola though. Great. Hang on. And now they pull. And now they... No, they don't pull again. Oh, let's go.
I am Iron Man.
Arrow pulls you right where you need to be, baby. You can't outrun my control. It was always gonna catch ya.
Victory.
That's such a weird... It's such a weird thing. Arrow is like... The control will just follow her. Oh, it feels good. Okay. So the deck still beats Shuri. That's the main thing. Valk up to 6, I don't mind it. This is another Thanos. These guys are everywhere. We get Arrow. We might be able to use it, but I don't know. I will play Zabu and hope to top deck negative. So Zabu gives us our discount. Baxter building. We have Bast. Ooh, do I play Bast and Warlock, or do I just let Warlock take the buff? I might let Warlock take the buff here. I go Time Stone, Power Stone. Bast plays down. Oh, and there we draw the Mystique. Okay, so then it's Adam Warlock. It's gonna be like Adam Warlock, probably Magic to extend things. You're looking all decked out in the Chiefs gear, babe. It's a good day to be in, KC. Yeah, it is. Everyone's so happy. I think we need more time here. We'll play Magic. We'll go Blue Marvel. What do we think is the hotspot right now? What do you mean, Sigmund? The featured location? We're gonna get a new featured location tomorrow night. I think I'll go Iron Man. And then I have some freedom of what I want to do, if I want to play the Valkyrie or if I want to play the Mystique. I can play Rogue to be able to steal their Blue Marvel. Yeah, I can play Mystique Mystique over here to get the Iron Man effect. And then I play Rogue to steal their Blue Marvel effect. And this is like as good as we can do, right? We yoink it. We get the extra buffs. We then flip Baxter Building. And then with the advantage from flipping Baxter Building, we try and win off of the Mystique at Icebox. We're going to lose Limbo. I think I've already played this guy. Tatsuki? Oh. Always with the control.
I am Iron Man.
Arrow hits us again. Been climbing with MODOK, Drac, and Morb. Been working well. About to hit 80. I love it, Lex. MODOK has like just open lanes to be able to climb right now. And then getting to see the huge Morbius is super fun. All right, rematch. Oh, rematch. This is the first time we've seen the Hawk. We get the Onslaught Citadel. That's very good for us. We'll try and set up their Blue Marvel, but we've got Rogue as the answer. Yeah, you love the MODOK. Not super OP like the other Season Pass cards, but still fun and useful. Exactly. This card is back in the mix, which before they hadn't been. It was sad to see them go, but now they're back. Which variation of Thanos is the better deck to climb with? So it's going to be either the Spectrum Thanos or the, well, they're both Lockjaw. It's like you play Lockjaw and then you pick out what other pieces that you want to get cycled around. I'm partial to the version that just plays like really big bodies, but you can play the Spectrum version as well with a couple more ongoing effects. I think I do want Bast. Buff the Rogue. I'll play the Hawk now, though. What's tomorrow's future location? What is tomorrow's featured location? Let's see. It is going to be... Nope, this is series, balance, events, bundles, collection guide. Where do they have the season tracker for the locations? Locations here? Nope. There's always like a season article. I'll have to look for it later. Oh, maybe it's here, connected through the Sacred Timeline. Let's see. I can get Mystique to be able to copy off of the Hawk, and it does very well against Thanos. Into the Quantum Realm season. Here we go. Your featured location is going to be... Nope, this is bundles. I believe it's going to be the Quantum Tunnel. Yep. Quantum Tunnel is going to be the next featured location. Do I want magic? I don't think so. I think I just play Blue Marvel right here. Probably Snap. I think we got him. Still running that MODOK Strong guy. You've gone up from 20 to 56 and still climbing, Brian? That's amazing. Currently a regular Lockjaw version with Thanos, with like the big cards, and then the Infinite to cycle around. Yeah, that's a very good version of Thanos. That's what I tried to run in the tournament. I did not get past my Sauron Shuri opponent. Super Tech God, he played very well. But somebody else in the tournament did take that deck into the top cut. So it's a very solid list. No, Sigmund, I found it. It's going to be Quantum Tunnel. When you play a card here, swap it with a card in your deck. The featured location is just going to be Lockjaw. Tomorrow, everybody gets to play Lockjaw, and only Lockjaw. Okay, so the peak is so good for us. I'll play Zabu, and then wait, no, Hawk will still cost 1. Oh, Hawk will still cost 1. I think I do it anyway in case I draw Mr. Negative, because I would like to be able to get the rest of my deck inverted. Get the raft. Oh, we hit exactly what I said I wanted. So I get Mr. Negative here. Then for turn 4, what do we want to play? Adam Warlock seems great. Hawk also seems great. And then Snap. We should be able to get the extra. They didn't want it. Yeah, Destruction deck usually does not do very well with the peak. Okay, this is kind of fun. This is kind of fun. Time for you to Jubilee, indeed. Jubilee to the Quantum Tunnel is going to be very good. I don't know. My prediction is that Quantum Tunnel is going to be a very tiring location because you're going to have to play a deck that is teched to be a Lockjaw deck. Sure, there are multiple variations of Lockjaw, but it's going to be a very one-sided meta for another 48 hours, guys. We'll go Zabu. Maybe I'll just play Bast. Get the buffs on these girls. We'll see. Warrior Falls. Not great. I guess I let Bast die. Well, if she's gonna die, she might as well be at Hala. Peak with the Hawk is disgusting. Yeah, and then with the Adam Warlock, we would have been able to draw into more of our inverted deck. Snarf, good to see you. Alright. Who do I want to play? I would like some presence at flooding, but I don't have a good way to get there. It could just be like Black Widow to be able to preserve some board space, but it's not great. Probably still better than the locations favoring destruction. Billy McGuire? Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I think that people are going to get pretty tired of Quantum Tunnel very quickly after you play, you know. It's going to be every single game is Lockjaw, because Lockjaw is already good. Do I need more time? I think I do. I'll take the more time. Here's the thing. They are Cerebro 2s, so my Valkyrie does screw up Cerebro 2s. The thing is, I have to screw them up in a way that then still lets me win, because right now, even if I throw off their Cerebro buffs, I will still be behind at Flooded. Okay. Hawk is discounted. Getting Magic. Magic is like counter synergy with the Hawk. I don't know. We could try something like this. It's probably better to try something like, well, then I won't be able to catch him. Okay, so what if I Blue Marvel then? Get the buffs down. What if I Rogue? Hold on. Rogue to steal it? Mystique to copy it? I think that we're playing Cerebro 3s now. We ended up coming full circle. We built a negative list. We're just playing Cerebro 3s now. How's ranking going, Snarf? It's been going pretty well. I'm in like the mid 80s. So far this season, that's climbing fairly well for me. Oh, we get the Hobgoblin. You're gonna do me like that? I still have initiative, so my Valkyrie doesn't hit. I guess I Blue Marvel. I'll be able to move the Nightcrawler over and then try and pass me with something else that's going to be only a 4. I think I actually am set to win, right? The largest card they can play is a 4. Or the most they can get is 8 here at Limbo because of the 2 zeros. We did it. Unless they inexplicably no, they wouldn't have Valkyrie because they're Cerebro 2s. We got it. Okay. Thanos is going to be winning so many games with the Quantum Tunnel. Yes, Thanos is going to be everywhere. I don't want Iron Man. I need to be able to buff Limbo. It seems that everyone that runs Thanos can never play Thanos. Ooh, Blue Marvel. They found the way. They got themselves up to 12. I thought we found it. Get ready for the location fixers. Yeah, everybody who doesn't want to play against Lockjaw needs to run Scarlet Witch and Rhino. Or Storm. Any of those to lock down the Quantum Tunnel. There's always a subset of the people who just play location fixers when there's a featured location. We'll give him a Widow's Bite. After this, we should build our She-Devil deck. Literally climbed so high with Deadpool after Alter came out. Yes. If you can take advantage of the featured location, you'll be doing very well for yourself. Who do I want Warlock to play? Tinkerer's Workshop? He won't be getting the buff. He'll be starting out behind. Eternity Range? The opponent could quite likely just play there. I love the Golden Glow. Was trying something new. Built only creature deck. Does Groot count as a creature even though he is a tree? I would say you could count Groot as a creature. I would give you the acceptance of playing that in the animal deck. Plants or animals, makes sense. This could be Galactus. We get our Rogue, we get our Rock. And then we Mr. Negative. Probably to Xandar. They go Wave. Alright. Here he comes. Galactus. Oh. Let's go. You're going to snap? The only thing that beats me is Null, but I don't even know if Null beats me. You're destroying 11, 12 points of power here. I don't think Null beats me because I get the Valk to be able to reset everything. Ooh, let's go. No, the Hobgoblin instead? Oh, man.
I am Iron Man.
So now does he Galactus that he set up the Hobgoblin? He could. I would be able to play a free Mystique plus I don't know what else I would want. Like I could play Valk here to be able to level this out into a tie, and then I could play something else over here. I do love the inverted bat. Like the art here for the Bast is awesome. I think I lose this. Hawk can kind of take advantage of the Thanos deck. Hawk definitely gets a big bonus against Thanos. You're going to have larger deck size. Hawk and Rock Slide. Yep. The Legend of the Negative Iron Man. If only they had not played the Goblin. I was so ready for it being Galactus. I was so ready for it only being Galactus. But yeah, when you get Quantum Tunnel, if you want to play something other than Lockjaw yourself, you should play something that gives them rocks. Whenever Lockjaw pulls up the rock, like, no boy, that's you played fetch. It should not have pulled that to me. We've played this guy before, Apostrophe. He retreated inexplicably is what I remember of it. Lizard, Widow's Bite. Been seeing a lot of Carnage Nova Wolverine, Bucky Barnes combo in all your matches. Yeah, Destruction is back. Like, people love it. I guess I play Mr. Negative. Yeah, that seems good. Because we'll lose Kiln, but I can magic the Mindscape. And then we'll be on a good track. Because I will have time to play the Zabu. We want to play like Iron Man, Valkyrie here to the Bifrost. And then we want to play all of our inverted cards here to Limbo to be able to grab our win. That's the game plan. How's the Hogwarts Legacy journey so far, Brian? Loving the game. I think it's actually living up to the hype. Just waiting for a chance for schedules to align a little better with Teddy Wife to be able to continue our series. Yeah, the dang wife has a day job. Let's see. I think this is this better? I want to set all of these up with the Valk. Yeah, we'll play it like this. And really hope to be able to find, well, no, I should play Bast first, Iron Man next, because Mystique is a chance to be top decked. Switching to DC, did I see the Flash trailer? I did. And my jaw hit the proverbial floor because I thought that actor was like in jail. Somebody catch me up on the DC news. How is the Flash movie happening?
Iron Man.
Wasn't he convicted of domestic violence? Or am I completely off base? I don't want to unnecessarily slander somebody. It looks sick. It looks good. Yeah, your wife, son, and you all have games going, but they are all different saves. I got it. General violence. General violence. We didn't quite make it. So close. The movie's already finished, so they might axe the release. Okay. So the movie was finished. He got convicted. They're wondering on whether or not they can still release it with him in the star role. And they're doing it, basically. The trailer says that they're doing it. Honestly, I was a little disappointed that we didn't get any more big trailers. I wanted, like, Mando 3. I wanted Loki 2 trailer. Like, normally the Super Bowl has a couple more, like, really high-profile trailer releases. I feel like we didn't get them. Basically, they're saying the movie is so good and so critical to the future of the DCU that they're overlooking all of his BS for now. It's... Gotcha. He's a horrible kid, but this movie has to come out. Okay. I got it. I think Loki 2 is still a way out. Maybe it is farther out than I thought. Do I just play Rogue? I mean, I don't know anything. A 3-5. A 3-5 is tempo. The fact that we hit Bast into Wakandan Embassy goes insane here. Mr. Negative has never felt better. We did get the Indiana Jones. You're right. We got the Indiana Jones trailer. Indy looks so old. He just looks like it looks almost painful watching him with how old Ford has gotten. I hope it's good. Like I like Indy, but they're playing Black Bolt, an unironic Black Bolt player. Guys, I'm actually excited for when you can play Black Bolt alongside Stature. Okay, there goes my 4-5 Hawk. Don't mind me. Just suffering over here. And I can't play the Crimson Cosmos. I think I just abandon the Crimson Cosmos then. I play like Blue Marvel. Blue Marvel pairs so well with Valk that I think he's actually better than the Iron Man. Old man Indy, I know. It's crazy. Okay. So we make Giganto heal, and then we just play Zabu. Waiting Loki and Snap is another reason to look forward to Loki Season 2. Yes! How do we not have Loki in Snap? It's crazy. Also, I heard, like in, it was like the Comic-Con... Hold on. I saw a video on this. The Comic-Con booth for Marvel Snap, so this was pre-Marvel Snap release, had a content creator or like a collector's box that they were giving out to a select set of people, and it had Loki art all over the inside of it. But we don't have Loki as a card. What text would a Loki card have? We have no idea what Loki would even do. Cause mischief, I hope. When you thought Indiana Jones' last movie was 10 years ago and we thought that would have been his last movie, it should have been his last movie. Seeing him now, Whoever is Harrison Ford's handler should be ashamed of themselves putting him through it again. Okay, so if I go Iron Man, then I can play Mystique on curve. I think I hold onto Rogue. They're playing Lockjaw, prepping for tomorrow. The data mine was that he swaps hands. I hope he does not swap hands. I might quit if he swaps hands. Okay, so we have... We have Valk to be able to reset all of these cards. Do I just play like Zabu? I think I do, because I can't afford to give them such good cards to Machine World, and my Inverted Iron Man and my Mystique copying the Inverted Iron Man are going to be just that. So they play nothing? I guess we don't draw any more cards. How do you feel about that?
Face the might of Asgard.
Nope, you'll never get Mjolnir. Because now I give you a bite, you'll give it back to me, I'll give it back to you. Here at Blue Marvel is really strong in the comics. I honestly know nothing about Blue Marvel in the comics. I don't know a thing. I could Magic, but I feel like we're in a good spot. Given what we're capable of doing here. Dropping Inverted Iron Man and then playing the Mystique, and then I don't know if either of us is going to be able to get into Plunder Castle. They lost their Chavez. Let's try it. The last indie movie was ridiculous. We'll wait until the next one. He's making the bank, though, for Harrison. He is making the bank, but at some point you have to, you know, retire gracefully. Does that count for nothing in the modern world? Alright, so then I Iron Man. And then I... This is crazy. I Iron Man, I Mystique, I Rogue. Right? Or do I think I do this. I don't know. Yeah, I need to be able to combat at the peak.
Iron Man.
Swapping hands is chaotic. Swapping hands is chaos.
Iron Man.
Is Loki's brand of chaos, but I don't know if it's the kind of chaos that I want in my games. Okay, they play Arrow, they drop Arrow. They pick up Magneto, they play the Bite. GG's. I know that they're working on Loki. Like, they have card art, but they don't have a cost or an ability that we're confident on. Loki doing Mindscape things? That would be so frustrating. Loki should not do Mindscape things. Can you imagine some kind of MODOK Loki shenanigan? It would be the dumbest thing ever of like, oh yeah, turn 6, you don't get any cards. You just top deck one card from your deck, and then you retreat. No, thank you. Squirrel taking away our space, but Vormir gives a little bit back. Wait, I don't want to kill Zab. I want Zabu to live. I kill negative. When is the Black Panther dropping to pool 3? We don't know, Matthew. I thought that they were going to be on a monthly cadence of moving cards down. Apparently that's not the case. Indy 5 would have time travel, which would rival Indy 4 for the worst plot of the franchise. The things they're doing with the franchise. Go ahead, play more Hulks. Yes. He did it. He's going to be very disappointed when they all turn out to be 3 Power Hulks instead. Or I just play Iron Man and then anything else, right? We have multiple ways of winning this Gamma Lab. Okay. So now I think I want to get rid of the Black Widow. I'll play the Adam Warlock. I mean, I still would like to see a good Indiana Jones movie. I just wish that they either let the character die or recast him. Like, I'd be fine either way. My favorite Indiana Jones movie is still the first one. I would still probably rather watch that one than most of these new ones that they're making. I think I just wait. We have a good hand. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Loki is not going to be printed as that either. Ooh, we fill up Central Park. And then we have lost the Widow to Vormir. Okay, we got time. I play Blue Marvel. I play Bast. And then Blue Marvel.
Opponent snapped.
Gives me some options.
Snap.
Loki would have made so much more sense with Morph's text. Yeah, he would have. Play the illusion, Loki. Play the illusion. I could play Rogue now, I guess. I mean, why not, right? Okay, cycle it. Pick up the Devil Dino. Go Bast. Go Marvel. Rogue. Would have been better on Vormir. There's the Iron Man. We hit. Oh, yes. Yes. All right, I'm gonna go refill my water.
Victory.
Chair is better than me, confirmed. We lock it in. Okay. So Valk feels pretty good when you can turn down all the Hulks and then gain the buffs from the Blue Marvel. You've been drawing all your other inverted cards. I mean, it's good stuff. Loki appears as a 1-cost card when played, but is truly a 4/6. So he would be like a random 1-cost. He looks like a random 1-cost or a random 2-cost. And then he actually reveals as like a, you know, the Loki stat line. That could be kind of fun. We already have a card that like hides itself as Mr. Fantastic is the data mine, which seems kind of silly, but that's what we got. Okay. So guys, I recently acquired She-Devil. So that means we got a user. Actually, I want my Savage Lance. Yeah. How do we use this card? This is my very first Series 5 card to be cracked open out of a cache. 5/2, Shanna the She-Devil. On reveal, add a random 1-cost card to each location. We add her. 1-cost cards, they synergize with Khazar. After that, this is like Blue Marvel again. We're just going to spend all day playing Blue Marvel. There he is. Just finished Series 3 at collection level 3000. Who's the first S4 or S5 that you should pin in the shop? Shuri, Thanos, or Galactus? Well, Reggie, right now Shuri is better in the meta, but Thanos and Galactus, like Thanos is very good in the meta, right? They're all good in the meta. I would say that Shuri is the top, then Thanos, then Galactus right now. But it's like a difference of the Thanos and Galactus are always going to be Series 5. Shuri is Series 4 right now. She might get nerfed if you want to be able to have her to climb to infinite. Shuri would be really good. Shuri plays in a pretty budget-friendly list right now. Thanos does as well, though. Do you like Lockjaw? If you like Lockjaw, go Thanos. So do we want, like, space. I guess this is a storm location lockdown kind of deck. We probably do play their pet cat Zabu. And then do we play Storm because we get the helping hand from Shanna? That makes sense. Yeah, Zabu Kazar. So if you're doing Zabu Kazar, do you play Strong Guy? You play like Strong Guy. But what else? Do you use Dracula to do your final discard, or is it Hellcow? Hellcow calls the deck. Valk goes well with Shanna. Does she? Is Hawk better than all three? No, Hawk is not better than all three. What if it's something like this? And then we need Hood, Squirrel Girl, Sunspot, probably armor in here. One more card. I don't have Dazzler. Unfortunately, do not have Dazzler. It's like Juggernaut just because of how good Storm is. Or is this a chance to play Ebony Maw? Angela? So the Shanna is adding, not playing. So I don't think Angela is the ticket. Maybe Ebony Maw is not either. Iceman is, it's hard to run a list of a lot of one costs without the Iceman. Okay. Let's see where this goes. I have not played with her before. This would be my first time playing with the She-Devil. What if Loki was like, I don't know, I like the card switching idea of Loki, but what if it was... I'm trying to think. And our demon is toasted now. What if it was your opening hand is switched? You receive a copy of the opponent's opening hand and they receive a copy of yours? What if it was something like that? Does that make any sense? Do I want to see what she gives me early to play around, or do I want it only to happen late? Oh, let's do it. We brought Shanna, we draw her, we can play her on curve. Here you go. To the vaults. Do your work. Bearded Grizzly, good to see you. You still like the reverse ice Viper idea where he pulls a random card from the opponent's side? That's crazy though. We got Misty Knight, 0, Iron Fist. So whatever I play now is going to get both punched and negated. Okay. Sure. I guess I play Hellcow. I mean, I might play Squirrel Girl. I'll play Squirrel Girl. And then I'll play Blue Marvel. Not sure if the gate goes off. Of course it goes off. Punch? Oh, the Iron Fist already punched Shanna because I played her to the vault. Right. Because this is the next card that you played. Move the next card. Why did he punch Shanna? And why did 0 not then negate Shanna? Chat? What is happening? So a card is not considered fully played until its on reveal completes. But if Iron Fist is going to punch her, then 0 should have negated her. Like, at the time that Iron Fist is revealing, Shanna is considered not fully played. And then once they're all down, I guess the Iron Fist was able to punch. It's because it's... I don't know. I don't know. Glitched? It's weird. It doesn't make sense. They should both go off at the same time. Yes. Both Zero and Iron Fist should go off at the same time. Even though Iron Fist says... It's like this after it reveals, I feel like... So it is glitched. I agree that it's glitched. Or at least that the wording of the cards is imprecise.
Victory.
I agree there, but I think what's happening is the way they have coded Iron Fist, because of this after it reveals clause, it's checking at a different time than Zero. It has some kind of different order in the game versus the Zero that doesn't care about that. Anyway. Weird. Shanna already had done her on-reveal effect, so Zero wouldn't affect her. Yes, he wouldn't affect her, but he could still blank her. He could still cancel her ability. He doesn't care if her ability is on-reveal, ongoing. Zero just puts the blank arrow, triangle on things. He turns them into a Patriot buffable target. He does that for on-reveal. He does that for ongoing. He shouldn't care. You think it's Zero that's actually inconsistent? Zero is delayed? Do I want double Zabu? Or do I want to start cloning? I would like to clone Kazar, but I don't have him. I think I only go one Zabu. Like, I don't have the crazy 4-cost pops. Zero looks at play as putting a card from your hand onto the board. The next time you play a card... Yeah, but the wording... True, he is. He does his effect when you, like, pull the card from the hand to the board, right? Versus, but they both start by saying the same thing. Let's Shanna again. Korg. Titania. Human Torch. They get the Titania back. They get the Kazar. But now I can't play Kazar to Crimson Cosmos. I think I do play here. And then I like want to play Blue Marvel, Blue Marvel. It's play versus played. Okay, we're gonna go back into the deck builder and answer this one. I will go Blue Marvel. I don't know, I feel okay with how this came together. That's why cards like Jubilee and Absorbing Man and Zero and Iron Fist rely on play as a keyword is really confusing and problematic even to experienced players. Come from Marvel Snap. Notice that I have quite a few of the same board games and Lego sets behind you that I have behind me, as well as the same printer. That's awesome. We are the same. I can't play anything. What are they gonna do though? Did they play like Doctor Doom here? Killmonger. Okay, so they just torch everything. Some people just like to watch the world burn. Okay, so we're saying that. Let's see the cards again. Iron Fist. Move the next card you play one location to the left after it reveals. Remove the abilities of the next card you play. The wording would imply that they would go off at the same time. It would imply that. It clearly does not work that way. Shanna and Dazzler feel like a good combo. They do. But I don't own Dazzler. I don't have the full collection. You pulled Wave, Hellcow, Polaris, Omega Red, Falcon, Crystal, and Quinjet. All these cards in the last 3 days. Dude, Grizzly, your collection is zooming. That's awesome. Okay. I want to storm somewhere clever. They go Power Stone. Elysium. So now I can Storm, Sunspot. Hey, hang on to the demon. I'm gonna play Strong Guy. I'll be able to play Shanna to get some extra help. Zero is wrong because he nukes the ability before being revealed, despite a card is not considered played until revealed. Yeah, I agree, Josh. It's imprecise. Hopped on the stream. Are we taking viewer decks today? We will, Michael, and actually we will soon. We just wanted to wrap up being able to play around with Shanna She-Devil, which I had recently pulled from a cache. I think I play Iceman like here. And then wait. I love that they got the Reality Stone too late. You're not playing them when they aren't coming from your hand. Okay, Shanna is not going to help us out. Never mind that. You would try Valk in this deck? You would try Valk in this deck. What is Valk really helping us though? More than anything else? So we just play you guys. We'll be able to win Flooded, but I'm worried about losing the other. Oh, this is turn. This is only turn 5. Elysium has thrown off my mental round counter. We could play Mojo. Mojo would be good in this list. And then Valk is good with Mojo. And you could play Ant-Man. You're very easily filling up locations to be able to score those bonus points. We're kind of straddling different archetypes at the moment. Maybe we're straddling too much. Would I say my video on climbing lists is still applicable for this season? Which video? And then I'm getting plus... Yeah. We have a chance. I would say that all the videos I have about lists that helped me get to Infinite in previous seasons, they are going to call out when the cards are like new or battle pass cards that I used. Most of the lists are still solid. If you want the best list to be able to climb this season, it's Shuri. Sauron Shuri. Unrelated, but why do you need gold for the room of requirements? You need gold to be able to purchase the schematics for new items to put in the room of requirements. You have to go to Hogsmeade to be able to buy like the blueprints, and then you can build them in the room of requirements. And the shopkeepers, it's a wizard economy. They charge you an arm and a leg. You saw Dazzler played for the first time this weekend? Nice. How good is MODOK? Grizzly, I think MODOK's pretty good. MODOK is moderately competitive. They go Dino. Oh, big Dino. Yeah, they got us. Mystical, you just can't find a deck at the moment? Nothing really speaks to you? Well, hold out until you find one that you enjoy. Can we expect more Hogwarts content on the channel? Yes, you can. I'm probably going to film something tomorrow to be able to get some more of the Let's Play going. It's fun. We still both really enjoyed it. It's just getting our schedules to line up so that we can get the videos out. It seems like a Valk and Super Scroll might be a good pair, just like Leech and Leader was. Valk and Super Scroll. Why Super Scroll? Like, I kind of see where you're going with it, but are you just hoping that the Super Scroll is able to pick up on their ongoing and then Valk will level their big powers? I don't know if that's going to be the most reliable, but it could be fun. Mystical, you're stuck at 83. That's about where I'm at, actually. It's about where I'm at. I think I do want to storm. I do not stack power at a single location very well, so I might as well cancel Baxter Building.
Wind, aid my hand.
Do I like playing Modok or Zabu? I do. I like both of those. We're trying to bring Zabu back right now. Not playing Zabu on Savage Lands. It's his own home habitat, but he doesn't get a bonus. It's disappointing. Their Morbius will be able to continue to scale. But we have a chance? Ugh, strong guy, you're just too much. You're just barely too much. Well, we'll see. I could top deck Hellcow, and then I could play Strong Guy Hellcow together. Grab the buffs. They're going to get one more discard from the Dracula, though, to be able to buff up that Morbius. But She-Devil Lottery, help me. So she's going to spam a 1-drop to all of these locations. Board's going to be completely full, picking up buffs off of that Blue Marvel everywhere they go. I'm assuming that the random Shanna 1 cost is going to be better than just playing a blank, the 1 energy Sunspot. He just calls himself Deck 1. This is starter deck. Ah, I get a Sunspot. Never mind, it's not better. Well, no, now it gets to eat the energy. There goes Chavez. Come on. Then it goes up.
Victory.
When do we see Loki in this game? Grizzly, I have no idea when they're going to bring him in. I think Loki's been away for too long. Now we try and hype people. Well, we're probably going to see him for Loki Season 2, which could be a ways out. All right, let's run our viewer list raffle. All right, guys. So, as I start it, custom giveaway, start the giveaway, exclamation point, pick me, spacebar, the number of tickets. You know what? Yeah, we'll do a viewer battle. To be able to battle me. We'll do a friendly battle. Exclamation point, pick me, spacebar, the number of tickets you would like to enter into the raffle. Winner will get to play a friendly battle with me to be the finale for our stream. Pick me, spacebar. You have to put a number. Exclamation point, pick me, spacebar, and then a number. How do we get points? You get points just by watching. It's like Twitch, but it's through a third-party monitor and it's connected to YouTube. You have to enter a number between 1 and 100. It accepts between 1 and 100. You can check your points by typing exclamation point points. If I Mr. Negative this deck, it would be a hilarious sabotage to the opponent, but I don't think it's very good. It's supposed to be integrated on Twitch as well. I don't know if it works on the Twitch side. I think it works best on the YouTube side. Ah, great. It hangs up a little bit. There we go. Ironheart. What happened to... Hold on. Oh, because of the reshuffle. Yeah. So now negative is back. Would it... I draw from the opponent's deck, but then shuffle your hand and draw into your hand 3 cards? I drew from their deck, but I shuffle my hand into your deck and then draw 3 cards. Yeah. So Mr. Negative is now in my deck, which could be drawable by them, which is hilarious. I will Jubilee and see what we get. All right, a couple more minutes to be able to get your entry in if you want to be able to battle me.
Wind,
Oh, this would only have been a Weird World. We could have played our deck again. That's actually great. We can go Blue Marvel, Mystique, and then they're going Shanna. We got Ebony Maw. They got Ebony Maw to the exact location that they needed it. Shanna, you have betrayed me. Ah, why? But why though? I mean, I can do this. Snap. Yeah, we're done. They got the Ebony Maw exactly where they needed it, exactly when they needed it. It's nuts. All right, 40 seconds. 40 seconds left on the raffle. Cloning Bast. That's good for us. We can play a couple demons. Strange Academy. Shuffle everything around. I will play... Yeah, I'll play Zabu. Discount the Hellcow and the Shanna. Seems decent for us. They've also got the Zabu, but they are going to clone it. Try and get the duplicate. Let the Zabu relive his glory days. All right. Time to pick our winner. Michael Caruli. Congratulations. Congratulations, Michael. All you have to do is create your room code and then send it to me and I'll join up and we will do our battle mode to finish out the stream. We want to go Shanna. I don't really want Shanna if I'm not going to be able to get like the Kazar, the Blue Marvel. Sunspot. Multiple sunspots are nice. We are battling, Michael. Or do you want me just to test one of your decks? Your choice. If you want to see me play one of your decks on ladder, I'll do it. But I would play a battle mode against you, in which case I would play one of my decks and you just pick whatever you want. I guess I'll Sunspot. But then I kind of want a demon. Just playing multiple demons feels like it could be better here. Battling, let's do it. I like it, I like it. You have chosen combat. The double Zabu. And the Psylocke, it's like, is it negative Panther? Then they decided to go all in on Zabu? Magic. Okay, so it is negative Panther. I'm not too worried. Up to 23 points. Yeah, shuffle that away. Usually chat is pretty small. It's small enough that I don't get too many trolls doing that. Now, if I create the room, people definitely join in. But if they just like put it in chat and then I can copy it and I'm usually the first one in. If you're on the Discord, then you can direct message it to me on the Discord and then that's safer. And I guess I play Squirrel Girl. Ah, but then I fill up Lemuria. Oh, wait. We have the Hellcow to be able to call the hand. They've got the Iron Man, but it's not the inverted Iron Man. Let's go you and you. Yeah, that seems pretty cracked. All right, thank you, Michael. We'll wrap up this game. Phoenix Rise, is Shadow King worth buying? No, I would not spend the tokens on Shadow King, but I think the Shadow King is good. I would wait for Shadow King to be Series 3. Probably all the way down to Series 3. I don't know. Maybe he's a grab at Series 4, but yeah, I would not spend the 5k tokens right now. Where he's at 6k? Yeah. At Series 5, he's at 6k tokens. He's too expensive right now, but he is good. Come on. Come on, Schmitty. Ooh, I get a draw. That's actually terrible. Oh, they didn't compete at Strange Academy anyway. And they go Gambit. Yeah. Oh. That's one of the best cards to hit. Okay, we still got it.
Victory.
Alright, let's join in here. Great Shanna. Hey Teddy, since Ben Brode made it official, they're working on changing card acquisition. Was wondering on how I would change the system, make cards more accessible to everyone. I would spread out how they are released. I would have one card that would be free to everyone based on participation in a season event. Then I would have one acquirable through the Battle Pass. I would have one that goes to Series 5. And then I would have one that would be acquirable, like, based on the hitting Infinite or something like that. And then after Infinite, it goes just to Series 5. That way for the really dedicated players. What? Couldn't find a valid deck code. Did I change what was copied? Oh, I did. Bring back the old one. I mean, yes, it is cheating that you're watching the stream at the same time, but I don't mind. It's just for fun. I believe in the honor code here. And I believe that you are a man of honor. And it's, I mean, you won the raffle. You can treat it how you want. I'm gonna battle you. Up against the beast mode. Isle of Silence. Isle of Skyle. I will play nice early Bast for us. Seems good, seems good. Drop the Angela. Buffed up, baby. They've also got the Angela. Oh, Central Park. That's actually pretty good for us with the Kazar Mystique in hand. Let's play Hood. Sure, get these buffed up. Iceman to maybe throw off their energy curve. Hi, just got a Tuma. Do I have some deck build idea with him? Yes, Gift. Play a Tuma alongside Zero? No, no. We're trapped. We're absolutely trapped. But am I better while trapped than Beast Mode is? I feel like the answer is probably yes. They've got more board space to work with here than we do. Yeah, I would play a Tuma alongside Zero, Armor. You can also play a trick with a Tuma where you let down Invisible Woman, because the Atuma will not trigger after the end of the game. The Atuma only triggers at the end of a turn, and so then the oh, beautiful. I can move you. No, I can't. Not really. I can move. I was gonna say because then I wanted to play Blue Marble, but I do just play Blue Marble here, and I think that's good enough. Well, is it? They don't have any scaling. They have one more space to be able to play to. I'll just let it sit. They play mid. But the Atuma will not die if you put him behind Invisible Woman. Pick them all up. It's Bounce. It's Bounce. My old favorite. My old flame. I feel like my cards got set at like weird angles after the movement allowance from Cloak. Do we think that we can handle this? 12, 13, 13, 7, 7, 9. You have a full hand. You didn't draw anything new. You picked up a lot of squirrels. Yes, terrible locations for both of our lists. It feels like his name and avatar gives it away. I guess I should have seen it coming, yeah. Thor was your favorite card in the game, so you bought the Thor hammer. Let's see it. Sure, put the squirrels back. It does buff the bishop. Something awful. But hide it up. Ooh, yeah.
Victory.
Margin of victory by 1. Incredible. You had a game today with District X and Weird World. Your opponent and I were bonded over how terrible your luck was. Oh, man. There's some of those that are nuts. My favorite is Lamentis into District X. So it's like Lamentis destroys your decks, but then District X says, hey, still play this junk. Do I go Bast again? It's not the biggest Bast, but what else am I going to play, right? I can't believe we got another Central Park. I didn't play another Central Park. I will play Angela Ant-Man. Seems pretty good. Ooh, Bishop on curve. Ahead of curve. That's pretty bad for me. I could Mysterio. All these cards just get gunked up at the Bifrost. We're gonna move 3 and then bring the 2 over, and then I can play like Blue Marvel later. I don't know. Maybe we should have held off. But we had Blue Marvel in hand and Valkyrie in hand, so it feels okay. You had a game with Triskelion into District X, which gave you 2 Crossbones and 2 Adam Warlocks. It's nuts when they are like in sync like that. Okay, so they get the free squirrel to be able to keep on playing to buff that bishop. I will be able to reset the bishop eventually. As an eventuality. Well, if it shuffles, I'm not going to be able to reach, am I? No, probably not. Right now you have 0 in the shop. You don't think of what is a good purchase? 0 is a good purchase if you have the Atuma and also if you have Red Skull. I mean, 0's best pairing is with the Red Skull right now. And then if you have Shuri, that whole deck is kind of starting to build itself. Well, this deck needs Dazzler when you keep on flipping Central Park, right? You go Hood again there, holding extra demons. There's the Iron Fist. Falcon picks him back up. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Falcon moves. Falcon punch. I would love to have Dazzler in, though. I think Dazzler could be quite good with the list. Ooh. Can we pull off the heist? Can we pull off the heist? I don't know. We play Iron Man here. 0 into Typhoid Mary is also a wonderful combo. Yes, yeah, it's also fantastic. And you don't need the Atuma. I feel like Atuma is in general a little bit better than Typhoid Mary. Because the Typhoid Mary, if you're playing her and not nullifying her effect, is terrible to your entire board. Atuma is just a danger to himself, and you can combo him with either armor or Professor X. That's a little bit more niche. The Typhoid Mary you have to combo with Enchantress, who's more expensive. So, yeah, they're very close. They're very close. It's hard to parse out which one is stronger between the two. Just fill the board with everything. Hood. Cloak. Alright, looks like we're retreating on this one. Yeah, yeah. So many squirrels. Retreat. Get us out of here. 14-point bishop. I want no part in this. 14-point bishop is too tall. Round 3. Fight. Bast here's looking good. Looking better. Okay, we Bast. Mystique. Want a nice target for the Mystique. Mystique. Like playing big cards with the negative abilities. Yeah, it's a very fun list. The 0 to hero list has been around for a while, but now with Shuri and She-Hulk, it's finally getting refined into just a brutally efficient deck with multiple win conditions. The fact that now Shuri can just sit back and then double the She-Hulk for 1 cost on the final turn and then copy with the Taskmaster is so crazy. I think I play Mysterio. Yes. Kaz, good to see you. I wonder if Ideal Control would still be okay. I think that Control can still be okay. But it feels like most of the Control is most successful mixed into a shell of other efficient cards. That's what I've seen most often. Here's the only card that you don't have for the deck right now. Also Taskmaster. Not lucky with the card drop. I mean, it still sounds like you have a potential solid list there. Let's play Ant-Man. Let's copy Ant-Man with Mystique. And then we're open to be able to Valk either one later on. We play Blue Marvel to buff everything. It's a chance. You just built that deck because you got Shuri, but no Sauron. Not fully optimized. Exactly. The Sauron is the other tech piece. And he's so expensive right now. Ooh, big boy Human Torch. How did he get so big? He started at 2, doubled to 4, doubled to 8, and then he's getting the +5. Okay, okay. I understand now. He's going to be able to move again. We'll play our Blue Marvel. And just got Valk out of her reserve. Do I think she's more of a control card? She is control. She's really fun. She can be used just as a fixer, or she can be used as an accelerator for your list. You can go either way. How are we so far behind at mid-Avalier? It hurts. We've got a chance. I'll take it. It's not a great one, but here we are. Is Luke Cage worth buying, or should you wait till you have 8 cards left to finish Series 3? Let's see. Luke Cage. I would probably... Wait, Luke Cage is only... He's Series 3 now, right? I would not buy Luke Cage, I don't think. If you want to run Hazmat, or if you want to really run Cerebro, then I would get the Luke Cage. But right now, I would not spend the tokens. You got Galactus pinned in the chop, and you have 5,800 tokens. So hyped for him. Ooh, Galactus looks incredible. Okay, if I clone Mysterio, you just get a 2-0 illusion, which is going to happen here, but it's a little disappointing. You're missing so many key discard pieces. This card can be hard to collect. You have a lot of Series 3. Valte. I think I'm going to lose Raft. So we'll go over here. Only archetype that you're really lacking for in Series 3. Yeah. It can be hard to find all the pieces that you need. Let's go with Kazar. There's not too much benefit to cloning Kazar. Like, what are the odds we actually play him again? None. We'll play over here. Try and buff the Angela. If I can win the vault, that'll be in a good spot. Yeah, so it's like Khazar, Blue Marvel, both to the vault. And then anything plus Valkyrie to be able to win the raft. Really? Beast mode, you didn't want to play a free 6-cost card to Cloning Vest to be able to play it multiple times? That's certainly what I would have done. And are we going to be able to keep pace? I mean, Blue Marvel is good. He is adding 8 points. Did Beast mode just figure out that he should have played his free card to the Cloning Vats? I think so. I think so. Maybe he's waiting to see how I slot things in. Who can you sub for Bast in this list? If you wanted to sub for Bast, I mean, if you have Dazzler, I would go for that. Oh, it's the Orca. It is the Orca. Picks up Human Torch and everything at the raft. Fascinating. Goes armor. Vaults up to 12. I would just run another. I would probably run like Sunspot. Another 1 cost of your choice is who I would sub in. What is the final play? They go first. I love that for us. Do we think that if we snap, they stick around? They've got some big cards to be able to drop on our heads. But they don't have any way to be able to influence the vault at this point. They do have a cloned Orca. But they're not going to be able to really use it. I think the Valk in our hand says that we win this. Now it's a question on if he takes it. Coming from behind with the initiative, swinging the Valk hammer. He doesn't have a way to be able to distribute buffs the way that we do with the Blue Marvel, the Khazar, the Ant-Man. He doesn't have ongoing effects, he just has power that he builds up on his bodies. And Bishop will get set down by the Valkyrie. He doesn't get his base up and then add his stat gain. He'll just be locked to 3. Just play the Lockjaw discard deck. You don't need a lot of them, and then you just get the repeated discard effects when they pop up again with the Lockjaw. Yeah, if you want a budget discard deck, if you have Lockjaw, then you can make it work. It's super fun. Oh, he went for it. Ant-Man comes in. Rainbow Road. Oh. Let's go. Valk is so good.
Victory.
Man, Valk is fun. We keep on getting early Bast. I love it. Let's just pass right now. Let the rocks go. We go Savage Land. I like that. I will go Bast. Buff the Squirrel Girl, buff the Mystique, debuff the Khazar. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Because Mystique copying Khazar here actually looks really good. We have Bast, Raptor, and Squirrel Girl in hand. That's so many buffs. That's so many buffs out of them. Yeah, and if you have Calling and Swarm for the discard list, it can do very well. That's kind of a core piece. We got the inversion, making our Valkyrie easier to be able to combo. So that's fun. I will still play. The Squirrel Girl is now unplayable because of the Bast buff. No. We were betrayed. They moved Bishop mid. Alright. That's our Valk target. Now I go Mystique. Yeah. And then we'll set up Blue Marvel. And then we'll probably combo Mysterio Valkyrie together as the final turn. I'm gonna push for it. I feel good, I feel good. This is the first time he's gotten Collector. Buffs on the collector. Okay. Blue Marvel, either one? I'll put it on right. Spread the love. Very symmetrical play. What to do with 6,000 tokens. Series 3 complete, but no Series 5 cards yet, Imba? Thanos is very good in the meta right now. I mean, really, your horde of tokens is so precious, you should only spend it on something that you really love. So, if you love a particular Series 5 card like Thanos or Galactus, go for those. If you love being competitive and climbing to infinite, buy Shuri, buy Sauron, and then you'll be rocking. What Series 4 cards do I have? I have most of them. I'm missing... What am I missing? I'm missing Coulson? He might be the only one that I am missing. So I'm waiting for the next drop to be able to get into the collecting again. Seeing some monster Morbius and collectors with the MODOK. It's so much fun, Josh. It's so satisfying when you can pull that kind of combo off. I'll go Mysterio instead of Squirrel Girl, I guess. We don't have a great opening hand here. But maybe we can still pull things together. Yeah, Neg Zone doesn't help any, but here the Bast is high value. Will Bast? Dice 17, thank you for the follow, thank you. Collector in a MODOK deck is the one kid who has all the same Pokemon. Uh-huh. You were sad when you pulled Titania from the cache. She was still Series 4. Titania is fun, though. Titania is pretty good. Fun mind games, good control, good for that have some crap archetype, which I love a lot. But she hasn't found her way into, like, a super top-tier competitive deck yet. I will go Kazar. I mean, my battle plan is pretty lockstep. Iron Man, Mystique. This is what we got. It wasn't even 40. It was on box 48. But got Valk on 24. Yeah, Zoran, so the pity rule is a little bit different. It's not... it's like the... What would you call it? Like a physical booster pack guarantee. In a clump of 40, you're guaranteed 1. And then in the next clump of 40, you're also guaranteed 1. As you can see my face. So you could have one right here, and then one right here, and they're really close to each other here. But then on the next clump, they're going to be, like, forever away. I'm sure that made no sense, but maybe one person in chat got it. Yeah, she's in Shuri 0 if you don't have Sauron. She could work there. You just zero her out if you don't hit the Ebony Maw. Big Human Torch.
Iron Man.
Oof. Angela. I don't really want to move anything. I'm pretty happy with being ahead. So then I will... Will Squirrel Girl actually torpedo my chances? A little bit. Yeah. But this way, they feel pretty good. They can move whatever they want to New York and then kind of abandon Neg Zone. Abandoning Neg Zone is the way to go. Retreating or snapping doesn't matter at this point when Beast Mode is down to 2 health. She's in some Dracula Zoo. Ooh, I've not seen her in Dracula Zoo, but I could understand why she would be there. You have it in XL tracking. Hang on, how far you are away from the next? Oh, gotcha, Cole. Imba, so you have Shuri, Bast, Helicarrier, Atuma, Umbaku. Maybe you should buy Sauron or Valk first, and then Kang Thanos. That's the other thing, is you could just save for Kang, who looks like he could be a huge boon to anybody running a control list. If you want to get guaranteed value out of a ton of cards, he's going to be the way to go. Oh, they got the extra move out of the Human Torch. That's right. Human Torch is going to double here to 16.
Iron Man.
And Squirrel Girl bumps us up, but I don't think it's enough. Yeah, they're going to be up. They abandoned Lemuria. Oh no, we got it? Hold on, hold on. I was miscounting? We come through. That was so close. Oh, they did. Wait, because of the doubling? Did the doubling apply later? The doubling applied later. Yes. Okay. I was up and then I was down and then... Anyway. Into the next round. Negative Kang? No, why would you want negative Kang? There's no reason to play negative Kang. Because negative doesn't run a lot of control and Kang removes himself. You restart the turn without Kang. Triskelion giving me all this junk. And it is actually junk. Some of the worst cards in the game alongside, you know, a build-around card. Man. Hood will be amazing for the Quantum Tunnel. Yes. Everybody gets to play a Lockjaw deck while we have the Quantum Tunnel. The Collector bumped him up, but he didn't play anything that created new cards. It just like didn't get added or something. It was weird. We can move over. I have to play Wasp to be able to get to draw anything. I think I'll let the Wasp get absorbed with the Mysterio here, but I don't know. Negative King, only he disappears, so you play all the other cards. Right, you will play all the other cards. It's still a way to be able to play Kang for free, but you're still just like restarting the turn. It would be like a control negative list is what you would want. Maybe it's there. Gives you a little bit of tech. I'm going to be very interested in experimenting with Kang and seeing what comes of his ability. This Clintar. No, I'll lose my Ant-Man ability. Okay, so we'll play Kazar on mid. I don't know. We hold good answers. We have the Valkyrie. We have the Iron Man. We have Kazar to be able to buff our Clintar symbiotes. We have a chance. Beast will pick them up. And they will all be discounted. Iron Fist to punch whatever comes next, but then the Iron Fist gets turned into a symbiote here. I was hoping for a supersized symbiote to be able to clip with our Valkyrie. Let's go... Yeah, it's like Iron Man mid. And then just Hood Valk, I think.
I am Iron Man.
This guy must be a huge Bounce fan. He has all the variants. Yes. Oh, wow. Okay, so that was from his Triskelion. And then it comes across. I mean, with the avatar and the name, I have a feeling I know what he plays a lot of. Okay. I think we can pop off here. Mystique. Angela. Just over here. Hood. Hood.
I am Iron Man.
Because... I still love the bounce deck, I just haven't played as much of it recently. We get our demon. They have initiative, which is fantastic for us. Simon Clark, you ended up building your first bounce and hazmat decks from our videos. That's awesome. Glad you enjoyed them. Hitmonkey is your next token shop purchase. He's going to be nuts and bounce. He is going to be nuts and bounce, but we don't know when he's coming out, right? Hitmonkey will be bananas rather than nuts. Yeah. Certainly seems like he will be. He seems very fun. But we don't have a release date for Hitmonkey yet. No Beast, so you can't play Bounce yet. Yeah, you gotta wait for Beast. Falcon is not as good. Like, you can play a budget version of Bounce without Falcon, but you really need Beast. All right, so they win at Clintar. They go Cloak. Wolfsbane. That's a very high efficiency play. Triskelion helping them out. But we got the Demon. And we have the real Mysterio here as well. Alright. You expect credit when you eventually post a Hitmonkey Bounce deck and say, this deck is bananas in the title? Ooh, Beast Mode. Good game, my friend. Good game. Awesome to see a bounce opponent. I think my Valkyrie was a little bit of a counter tech. Able to reset some of your tall cards. But very well played, very fun. So we got to see Valkyrie. We experimented around with her. We went through several iterations. We played Cerebro 3s. We played Negative Valk, which was okay. And we played Valkyrie Zoo. We tried Valkyrie Thor, which wasn't all there. But I think it was super fun to be able to play around with. We also got to experiment with the Shanna She-Devil deck, which I think needs more optimizing. But I think there's something there. She just puts out a lot of efficiency herself. And with the Zabu, it doesn't feel too bad to play Zabu Zoo right now. I think there's going to be more stuff there in the future. We're going to call the stream here for today. Thank you guys, everyone who came out to hang out with us. We're going to be back live on a Wednesday. Same time, same channel. Till next time, thank you guys for watching.